Welcome to Whiskerwood, a game where you begin with nothing but soil and intent. Every beam you place will define a purpose. Every log you bring back will ensure your survival. You will pay taxes, you will expand your economy, and design will become the language of progress as you learn to build vertically, forging order, refining industry, and transforming your labor into a massive colonial empire. Welcome to Whiskerwood's Tacticat 4K movie. Alright, we're going to play a normal map, and I'm going to roll until we get 2 apprentice. This is going to be essential for the strategy. We actually got a really good roll. Some of the times you get someone who's weak or just terrible. This person right here, weak knees, unsafe worker. This is really bad. But we got an apprentice with strong shoulders, which gives them a +2 carry capacity. That's really good. We got one individual is swift, increases their movement speed. Another apprentice that's compassionate. Means they don't expect much, and that's great because they shouldn't. And then we got a perfectionist here, and all of them have decent stats. We're going with the title in stone. Let's get this going. And wow, this is an interesting little island it gave me. I got a small one here and a small one here, but look at this. This is all agriculture that I can use. This is really unique.
Royal Scout ships site the potential colony. As part of the Royal Scoutings could be the 73rd such colony.
We got a ton of trees over here. A ton of trees over here. Look at all the berries we have off the bat. This is probably one of the better maps you could ever hope for, because you just have a lot of expansion potential that's very close. Yeah, let's place the dock right here. We're going to accept all of our people, our whiskers as they call them. And then this is going to be important, because where I place the central warehouse, I'm going to want to place all my industry buildings and everything else around it. We're going to use other storehouses, but we're going to place it right here. And the reason I want to place it here is because we're going to do fishing right up the coast right here. We're going to build this up. Now, one thing that I need to talk about is fish is like the goal. It's the most important thing you have to do in the early game. You need to get fish as soon as possible. Growing berries and scavenging doesn't cut it. I've lost 2 games because I went that route. And I've played now with my modified strategy, and I was able to accelerate my growth to an insane point. So fish is basically your bottom line. That's how you feed yourself. Berries will give you buffs, and also you can trade the berries, right? So there's a reason for it, but yeah, we're going to accept this quest. Mining camp. So we do not want, let's go over some ground rules. You do not want to mine out the fertile areas. In the beginning of the game, you cannot replace them. You can also mine underground. You can go vertical. You can use the tools to go down and up. So all this green land here is incredibly, incredibly valuable. But you will need to do some forms of crop rotation. This area over here is perfect for late game farming. Like I said, we're not going to focus on farming as a source of food. We're going to focus on farming as a source of paying our taxes to the tax collector. So you have to pay taxes to this gentleman who will come every 2 to 3 days. And if you don't pay, essentially if you ever go below 0 favor or influence with them, they will bombard your island. So sometimes you can give them everything they want. Sometimes you can give them a little bit less. And I'll go over that as we get into it. So you can kind of skirt around that. But the main things you're going to need in the early part of the game is just an insane amount of logs. And that's because everything costs just a lot. The fishing is like 21 logs. So, first and foremost, we want to get up a wood cutter. We're going to get up a wood cutter over here. We want to get up a forager hut. And the forager hut is going to we'll get it up over here. Now we'll need access to this area, so we're going to use some steps. So right here, we can just actually get it all in a row. That's pretty cool. And sometimes you got to be careful because it places things in an odd way. Okay, there we go. So we got a stairway up. We have our resource gatherer right here to get these berries. It's going to be our early food supply. And then the mining camp, I'm thinking we can mine out all of this down here. And so I'm going to place them right here. This is great. Like, this is a massive industry area. And houses we're going to stack, and we're going to do some stuff like that. Now the houses I actually want to stack right in the central warehouse area. This is kind of a cool spot for it. Okay, so we're going to assign workers to the woodcutter, set a chop priority on all this. This is probably one of the craziest setups I've ever had for wood, and don't be afraid to re-roll your maps as you need. Now we're going to set forage priority for 2 individuals right now. And we're also going to have it so that they come down over here and get these berries. I don't want to have to remember to do this later, so we're going to do that now. And we can also get this flax. It's also a good trade item. I'm going to focus on the food for now, though. So we're going to rush into industry as fast as possible. Here's a whisker ship, so take your time. Anytime you see an apprentice, you typically want to get them. I'm also looking for someone who can do research at a later point. So we're always checking to see what are people able to do. Now, some of these guys are good. Plus 50% guild industries. This is a good one, especially for later when you need someone who can produce a lot. Smoked fish, I've heard, is one of the better things to get into the game. Lower machinery wear from industry. This is an exceptionally good person for what we want to do later in the game for fishing or making boards. Now, this is a farmer's guild, so they're going to get 50% more in their farming. They don't like eating raw food. Well, they're going to be eating a lot of raw food in the beginning, so this person probably wouldn't be good for us. +1 carry capacity, but they get +1 food per meal. We don't want that. We don't want them eating too much. So these guys are all great. I'm going to take this other individual here, just because I need to get more workers. We're going to assign 2 people to the mining camp. We're actually going to build our first houses out of like one of the worst houses you can get, simply because they're space efficient, and they don't take any wood. So what we're going to do is mine this whole area out right here, and we're going to get to it. And we're just going to refuse the rest of them. Okay. We're going to get 2 people in the woodcutter, so that's why I took the extra. We have 2 people in the forage hut. We have 2 people in the mining camp. We have 1 person who can build. And the first thing we're going to do is start getting up stone shelters. So this area here is going to be for fish, as I said. What I'm hoping to do is start putting in houses as I, get these areas out. We're going to put the first 2 houses right over here. And to kind of speed this up, I'm going to kind of focus them so I can get the houses up here. I want to take this down. So we're getting the stone to build these stone houses. Now, the difference between the two is that the log cabin house, as you can see, it takes the same space. Look at that. Look how much space that takes. It takes like that little bit of extra, and it's 5 logs. Now, the reason I don't want to use my logs for housing is because I need it for paying tax. So when it says storage, I have 248 gold. That's saying I have enough goods to sell to pay my taxes. Up to 248. You don't want to sell all your food, because if people start starving, they die. So you got to be kind of careful. And I'll go into that more. But there's just a lot of little tips I can give you. We have a lot of good material right now. This is beautiful. We have such a nice area for farming here. And then we have this whole area over here. Once we expand to the hundreds, we can go get that. But I like that the central warehouse is here. I can put a fisher right off the edge here. I could probably put a fisher right off the edge over here. And still have room for maybe 3 or 4 fishers. We're going to have a lot of fishers. And right now they're sleeping on the floor, but that's okay. So you see you get a massive negative for sleeping outside. But we're still getting approval, and that's what's important. Now, with my first approval point, what I'm actually going to do is, over time, people in the woodcutter, I want to get as much wood coming in as possible. I'm not going to do that for the forager hut. They do get a negative for having to work night shifts, so you're going to want to use it a lot, but sparingly at the same time. And so the goal in all of this right now is 21 logs and 1 machinery, which we have. We want to get our fisher up, so that's why I'm going crazy in the logs. So you can see, I can put a fisher right here, or I can put a fisher right here. We're going to put a fisher right here. So the 21 logs is going to go in and 1 machinery. We're going to need a lot of machinery, but you have to have an apprentice in order to work the fishing dock. So that's why I did that. Now we want to get as much machinery as possible for our advancement. As you can see, each one of these fishing docks takes some machinery. Plus we need to get a lumber mill up and start making planks so that we can make scaffolding and try to get these guys up. So now that I have the area, storage sheds are incredibly valuable, but you don't have to walk all the way down, and because they have to walk all the way down over here right now. So a lot of this stuff is great. We're going to be moving a lot of it. That's just something to keep in the back of your head. It all adds up. I'm actually going to put a storage shed over here just so they don't have to walk all the way over here. I know that seems a little crazy, but also you are limited by storage, and we're going to have several hundred fish, so we're limited to 233. So we're actually going to need quite a bit of additional storage. So we just have to be careful there. So logistical hubs allows for efficient movement of resources between warehouses using carts. This is a late game thing. So we're just going to continue to use stone shelters and build this out. Now that we have that going, I'm just going to tell them to do the whole thing because I'm already getting distracted. That's fine. We got plenty of food. We're taking all of our logs. We're going to get the fishing dock up immediately. The fishing dock is going to allow us to just generate insane amounts of food. We're never going to have to worry about anything again. We need to get a few more whiskers, so we're actually going to rapidly expand and take on more people than you would normally want to. So my first gameplay, I didn't play this way. I thought, because every additional whisker increases tax. So essentially every time you're increasing your population, you need to be increasing your economy to pay the tax for that individual. And so now that I understand the economics of the game, essentially using your farms to grow wood or cutting wood and getting a bunch of fish and getting some berries, that's going to keep you steady for the majority of the beginning of the game. And it's really that easy. I struggled like on 3 gameplays just to learn that like basic concept, but that's really it. And you know, we're getting stone, we're building some houses. And they're not the best houses, but they take up very little space and you can stack them. And that's really cool. And so what we're going to do with all of this, right? So you can see we have plank paths. So they only take 1 plank, but the wood paths, so I can sit here and I can raise and lower this, okay? Hitting F, I can raise it. Hitting X, I can lock and snap height. And V to lower, so you can go underground. It's really cool. So in front of the house, essentially what I can do is this is really expensive, as you can see, but we can do that. And from there, I can do this. So now I can start stacking, right? So we're gonna place 2 huts up top. And we can just continue this. We can continue to go vertical like this. And that's great, because eventually, when winter hits, we're going to want to put a fire pit here to keep everyone warm. So keeping everybody vertical is going to help us maintain heat for a lot of houses without having to go too crazy. But yeah, this is great. But this is where I think we should put our first houses, because we're going to have everybody working around here. I want everyone to be kind of localized. And they're still working overtime on the woodcutter, and you can see we got lots of logs. And we have everything over here, so we just need to build it out. I do potentially need a few more whiskers, so let's speed up the game. Alright, end of day 2. And we got a ton of approval. And we're probably going to be able to pay our taxes. We're going to have to give them almost everything. Once we get this fishing dock up, though, the game changes for us substantially.
Other matters demand your attention.
Oh yeah, 5 housing space, 8 planks, 8 trinkets. We're going to accept that quest. We have a high approval rating. Look at that. We're already stacking. Got it going on. Alright, the tax collector's here. So I'm going to give him pretty much all my food and all of that. And I want to... not all of it. So you can see up here we have trust. So I can afford to lose 2 trust. So if I just wanted to give him the minimum, we could do that without any repercussions right now. However, if I give him everything he wants, he will reward me with some items. And sometimes those items are necessary, like cut stone, to building like technological points and things like that. We also get royal wax seals, which allows us to re-roll for whiskers. So you could easily make the argument that this is worth it. It's worth it to do. And you can make the argument that get them on the next time, right? Because these resources like wood are more valuable to us. So we're going to go with that assessment right now. We're just going to pay him enough that we bring him down to 1 trust. And on the next time he gets us, we'll pay the full amount and we'll be back into the 3 out of 4 trust.
Other matters demand your attention.
Okay. Alright, so now that they're idle, I'm going to remove them. We have our dock. So you can see we have our workers. Now having all 3 of them, it says 89 per fish, but we're going to get that down to about 20. Every 20 seconds, we're going to get 2 fish, or say 30 seconds. So you can see they're hard workers, 160 work speed. So this is stamina, basically, work speed, and carry capacity. That's what those things mean. Let's look at our whiskers. All right, so we have an apprentice optimist. We're going to take them. Apprentice are amazing. And right now we're looking for someone who's educated. So eventually we can get up a tech research and start getting into some better technologies. All right, none of these are that great. We're going to refuse all, let them go on their way. Let's pause real quick. So now that we have this area down, I'm actually just going to go the distance and start building out as many shelters as possible because we still are going to carry people in. So we have 3 people in the fish dock. Our food situation is amazing now. And you can see here the storage shed is helping even with the gatherers. So they don't have to walk all the way over here. And eventually I'll put something up here, but I don't want to place anything down on the green stuff. Green stuff's very valuable. But this is where you want to be, getting your fishing dock. So the next goal, now that we have all of that, is to go to the next process in our factories. So we want to get up a sawmill. So if the sawmill requires 21 logs and 1 machinery. Again, you're going to want to place it in an area where you have some kind of storage. I know we're placing it right on top of all this beautiful ore, but there's plenty of ore, like honestly. So we're going to place it in a way that we can get around everything. I'm going to place it right here. We're to end the day. We're still doing great. Still getting high approvals. But we should definitely start using our overtime on the woodcutter still. And I'm going to do overtime on the fisheries too. Like, I just want to start pulling in as much as possible so we have more than he wants and more than we need. And we still have 2 individuals building out, so we're going to get the houses up. Everything's great. Once I get some board production going, then I can, instead of using wood, I can use planks. But this is where you want to be. I even get to a point where I just start taking more whiskers in, and I get up an additional woodcutter. And there's so much wood here that's what I'm going to do. Now, you're not typically going to have this much wood. So what you want to do is build up to another area of wood. Build yourself a second woodcutter. So in this situation, I luckily have a spot where 2 woodcutters make sense. That's not going to be the case the majority of the time. Like I said, I've played around 3 or 4 matches. And I've rolled probably around over 200 maps. And so this is a pretty decent map. So over here, so when the supply ship comes, you're basically, I can get this supply, but I owe the crown 44 gold when they come. So you don't, this isn't free stuff, all right? I'm basically taking on a debt. So if I go and I take the big debt, I get logs, I get planks, I get cloaks. What these cloaks do is they give my people clothing quality, which increases their work speed. This is good. Now again, I'm going to take the machinery. The second good thing about taking machinery is we are actually going to have bandits come and try to extort us. And if we do not pay them, they will blow up stuff on the island. And they can really set you back. Like sometimes they'll blow up all your farms. So, with that said, they will take machinery to not blow you up. It's one of the it's like one of the things you can trade to them that has one of the highest values. So I always take machinery, 1, to expand my infrastructure, and 2, as a way to pay off those bandits. It's early game, pretty darn important. So the weaver, getting flax, getting those things, those are great. So what I want to do to push the limit here, and push us to the limit, is get up another fishery. So you can see right here we have a great spot for fishing. We're going to get up 1 more fishing dock, and I'm going to take all the whiskers I can get my next round. And the sawmill is ready, so we're going to get the sawmill going. And we have 1 person not in the house, so let's hold up here on the woodcutter for a second. We need to build up the houses first. And we're going to set one of the houses to a high priority to make way. I want to get these planks going, like I said, so I can get some... Okay, we have 8 planks. So now we can use plank paths. So let's look at the math here. 1 log makes 5 planks. So each one of these costs 1 log. So now for 1 log, I can do 5 pathings instead of 1. So that's good. There we go. And we can even do this over the water. Like, there's a lot of room here. But now we have the ability to stack more houses. And we're going to. So we're just going to continue to go vertically. We don't have enough stone. Let's end the day. And so we're going to need to start mining out more. We only got 2. So I will incur some negatives here. And that's all right. We're going to mine out the whole back area here. Now, none of this is green, so this is perfect for mining. But we're going to need more people. And that's good. All right. So we should get this last house up here in a second. Actually, I think we're going to need some stone, so I'm going to get him back to work. We don't need this fishing dock quite yet. I think he's going to wait to go back to work until he's finished. We have 74 food. All right. So we need people bad. And we're going to take a... Wow, an apprentice with diligence. So we're going to take that person. I don't even have to ask the question of what they do. Okay, the Engineers Guild, we're going to take them to. Pessimistic, +1 food, we don't want that one. +1 food per meal, we don't want that one. Not slowed by terrain, natural resistance to cold, +30 in Guild Industries. We're going to take them too. So we're just going to take all these gents. We're going to refuse this. I guess we're good to go. We're going to get up the next fishing dock. I take it back. I want that fishing dock. We'll take 1 individual out to help build. We have a lot of houses for all these gents. This will be good. Yeah, we're making boards. So this is what a viable economy kind of looks like. So you want to take on Whiskers as fast as possible. You also want to get as much fish. So you can see the two of them are producing fish now every 30 seconds, now that they got the boost. So now we're going to be producing an insane amount of fish. And we spent all our influence points, and that's kind of wise because we're actually at a point where we're going to be in the negative for a little bit because I'm not focusing on what makes them happy. I'm going to. And that's another reason why you want to get the boards. Because with the boards, we can build bathhouses, we can build cafes, and we can do things that are going to like just substantially increase their happiness. So that's why I rushed from fish to board production. And you can see at the end of each day, they're going to eat. And they're going to consume clothing, and they're going to consume luxury goods like tea. And we have 96 food. Now, in my last playthrough, I was starving all the time. So this, I'm making it seem much easier than it is, simply because I understand how important the fishing dock is. Now, I didn't think the fishing dock was important at first because, well, fish only sell for 2, or berries sell for 5. So in one game, I tried just growing as much berries as possible. Doesn't work out because there's fertility values and you have to kind of do some kind of crop rotation. So you don't want to rely on farming for food. You want to rely on farming for bonuses because berries do increase your productivity. But as a primary food, fish are better. And you can smoke the fish. Yeah. Okay, so we're out of approval, so we can't bring any new people on the island. That's okay. We're at 12 Whiskers, and we have 1 person building. We have 1 person mining for stone. Another reason why I like the stone over the wood. But we do actually have quite a bit of logs. But each one of these trees is basically worth the house. And what we're going to do is get a research point where we can do plank housing. That's better than the wood house, and it's as small as stone shelters. So eventually I may even get rid of the stone shelters. So we got ourselves 2 fishing docks. So here's the tack ship. So we're going to sell them the trinkets. We're going to sell some of the flax. We're going to sell a lot of the fish. All of it, in fact. We're going to start selling some of the wood. I'm going to probably sell all the flax. Now, I can go the distance. I can get +2 relations with them. I can also get 2 rewards. So we get a reward. We're not that rich yet. And if you go the distance, you can get even more rewards. So we're going to send a full shipment. And this is actually cool because we are going to get some good resources out of this. So it's not a totally down experience. And keep in mind, every 2 to 3 days, you have to pay this. That's what makes the game hard. Is you're balanced growing your community. We're also preparing for winter at the same time we're doing all this. So now they're going to give me 2 machinery. And we're going to take that. And then this is the reward I get. 8 planks, 3 cut stone, or 8 cut stone and 5 planks. So we want this cut stone. We want it bad. I can also re-roll it with the points they gave me. Let's try that. So gain is 13 of these hard stacks. You can see that the food value, though, gives us +10 to our work speed, which is pretty cool. This was a pretty bad roll. We're going to roll one more time. Okay, this all sucks. Let's take the person. I just wanted to see if we can get a schematic, because sometimes you can get a research point, and that's like a pretty cool thing. And so we got a free person. We're gonna, oh, nice, they're at 110. We're going to throw them in there. So we're going to rely on these 2 fishing docks to just supercharge our community. This is going to be how we pay our taxes. And we're in a really good spot. We're like in a ridiculously good spot right here. We have plank pathing. We're building vertically. We have 3 people who need houses, however. And you can see they can still walk through this area. Another thing you'll notice is that the plank pathing does say medium travel speed. So if I wanted to increase their travel speed, I could put them down like that. And that's another cool thing. We're going to be mostly growing trees, actually, with our farmers, which I'll get up here soon. Now, if you don't have as much trees as I do, you'd want to get your farm growing trees as fast as possible. We luckily don't have that issue. And we have 3 people who need houses, but we got a good thing going on here. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. This is bothering me a lot. It just looks so out of place, right? I'm sure it's bothering other people too. It's not just me. Okay, uniform. Okay. There we go. Problem is okay, yeah, they're using the pathing. You can see them even moving faster. Now, this is probably a terrible use of planks early game, to be honest, but I don't care. I want my speed. There we go. Okay, so we're going to give him a little bit of a speed boost and see if that helps us out here. It also looks nice, right? And then decorations, they actually really like decorations. So, yeah, don't be shy on the decorations. Even a few of them can make a big difference. Just even one makes a big difference. All right, in the day 6. So we're back up into positive territory. People are sleeping outside, so we need to get those houses up. But overall, people are pretty happy. Now, I would like to get maybe 1 or 2 more whiskers. We've got a good thing going on here. You can still see we're getting a lot of berries just from foraging, so we don't have to get into farming quite yet. Yeah, this is great. So the pirates have come, and this is what I was talking about. You can trade one of the machinery. Eventually they'll want more and more money, or you can trade fuel and stew and cloaks, but this is what we have to trade. If we don't pay them, they'll blow up a lot of the buildings on the island. Alright, the Whisker ship is here. We can only accept a few of them. Heavy Eater Rude, slow. Doesn't move fast. 50% gilded. These are good for, like, fishing, right? That's good for my fisher. 21 population, we'll get a tax credit. Perfect. So we're going to fire her. And we're going to hire this gent. Yeah, we're going to replace. He's going to do well here. Okay. Now we have 2 people building. Perfect. I want to get everyone in a house. The last house is getting up. We're in really good shape. Eventually, I need to get like a couple of things. We want to go to services. So a cafe. And you can build over the water, by the way. You see how it says it costs 9 logs? It's 1 per tile. If I build on land, I don't have that, but that's 21 planks. And the bathing dock, which is also, again, you need logs and all that jazz. But, as you can see, some of the stuff we can move around. I say, not the bathing dock, I say we get the cafe. Now, here's the problem with all of this. There's not a lot of good spaces for some of this. So, I think what we're going to do is put food right up here. Get ourselves a way up right there. Get ourselves a plank path out in front of all this. And then do a decoration. We're going to do a tree right there. And that tree, as you can see, hits a lot of these houses. Almost hits every single one of them. They don't have to be too far. And we'll refuse the rest of them. We're good to go. But everyone's got a house now. We have a lot of fish, a lot of berries. And you can see we have 627 worth of goods for trade and 175 due. So we're killing it right now. We're absolutely killing it. All right, now we're getting some more influence. And I'm going to use that to get more whiskers. Look how big we're getting. This is crazy. And I can already see right here, we have a cool spot for a stairway. Like that. Yeah, so they can come off the side so they don't all have to go down the one. This is great.
May we have better housing? This new island was exciting for a bit.
Okay, so he wants 21 housing spaces. Okay, I can do that. That aligns with our population goal. So take the quest if you can fulfill them. Very good to do so. Here's a quest where they want me to refuse the pirates for 3 machinery, and I'm not going to take it. Because the pirates will just lay waste to stuff that's worth more than what I would get paid. And we're getting one every 33 seconds. Now, keep in mind, too, they're also going to increase in strength as I, do a better job. Let's get one more person in the woodcutter. I'm happy with the forager hut for now, but I think we're going to reduce it to 1 person. And then over here, we're going to get 2 people in the mining camp. I think we're doing great now. We have 1 free individual. It's always kind of good to keep 1 person free, but let's just put him in the woodcutter for now. We can always remove him if we need him. So we're at 739, yeah. We're great. I'll remove him and put him in the cafe here in a bit. So plank production is pretty essential. Actually, yes, we have 33 logs, so let's take him out of the woodcutter. And let's get him in the sawmill. Look at us go. If I got an apprentice in here, I'd have to unassign for that. Now you can actually go to your tab up here. Oops, wrong button, sorry. And you can see research, all that. We need to get up a research station here pretty shortly. Some of it takes quite a bit. Getting a charcoal furnace is probably a smart thing to do. Small warehouse. What we want is the plank blockhouse. But what we need is down here, is we need a research lab. And that's where you need a 5-cut stone. But we need a special worker, and we're looking for that worker. This is a green area back here. So this is where things get a little dicey. I need a little bit more room, don't I? And what's kind of cool is you can quasi block off areas so that they have to take the pathing, right, by using decorations. So you can see they're using they're getting a medium increase in their walking speed from this too, so that's really great. You can actually visually see it. And the storage shed drop off is helping out tremendously, but they have to move things, you know. Well, you can see how much fish we have. Oh my gosh. And so our storage is actually almost full, which is scary. So the storage shed can also be stacked, I think, right? Yes, it can. So over here we have a huge green area. So when the woodcutters are done, we're going to move them out of here. So where we want to put this actually is, this wouldn't be a bad spot. I'm going to leave one space so we can go off into the distance here. We're going to end the day. Lost our influence. It's okay. Alright. We'll have one plank pathing up top. And we're going to have it just like that. We'll have 2 storage right here. A little bit of extra storage. Each one of these is 39. But we're going to need it. And that's why I'm most likely going to be trading a lot of fish. But just having 2 of these fishers going is allowing us to have a lot of people. The tax ship is here. Yes, we're going to sell primarily fish. We'll sell berries when it makes sense. Berries, like I said, they give us the food bonus, and then they also give us more. This just gives you 5 stamina. Berries give you +3 to work speed, +3 stamina, and +1 food quality. So we're also getting more fish than we know what to do with. So I'm going to sell all the fish. The berries go next. The flax can go next. And we'll do 1 piece of wood. And that got us a little bit over, and that's fine. So that's why fish are amazing. It's quantity. And you don't deplete any fertility like you do with farms. So I think three people working a farm do not bring in as much money as 3 people doing fish. Unless you're doing cotton. But then cotton depletes the fertility. That's the thing. And I don't have enough for any of these folk. And we're still not getting anyone who can do the education. Okay, so our reward, I was hoping to get a cut stone. Here we go, 8 cut stone. This is what we want. Now they did send a whisker ship, and I have to refuse the whisker ship. No available builders. Okay, we're gonna pull out of the woodcutter completely. I want to get this cafe built. And the supply ship is here with 2 machinery. We'll take the 2 machinery. We're doing fantastic, by the way. We have 28 boards. Okay, so at this point, we're going to get something called the bathing dock. And the bathing dock I'm going to place over here. This is just a thing where they can get clean. You see at the end of the day, it'll say like they have matted fur kind of thing. If you want to get this, this will help with the cleanliness. Alright, so 1 storage shed is up. We're doing pretty good. The next goal is going to be to get someone to make clothing. Town hall would be wise in a lot of ways. The weaver's the next logical thing to build. And you can stack these things. So as you can see, I can place a weaver on top of the fisher. And that's actually really cool. So we're going to do that. I'm going to place the weaver right up top here. And we're going to do a plank pathing like such. Boom, like that. That is so cool. There we go. So yeah, you gotta build vertically in this game. You really gotta utilize that. Okay, and once we get a weaver going, that's actually really cool that we could build it right on top like that. I like that. Now we got ourselves a little drawbridge looking thing. There's also, if you look closely, a lot of decorations. So there's path decorations. There's one with a privacy fence. So we can do that, right? Give it a little bit of a drawbridge kind of thing. There's some other stuff. Ooh, cobble fence looks better. Let's do the fencing. That looks much cleaner. I like that. And then down here you could do that. Kind of makes it look cool. Not really. One-way gate, stone railing. Ooh, yeah. So that's actually kind of neat that you can do that off the pathways like that. Give yourself a little bit more. So supply ship is here. I'd love to get some the tea The tea will help get our approval up. So let's do that. We need to get our approval up now. That's pretty essential. You can see we got a lot of buildings going. I'm going to pull one individual out of the mining camp. We're doing a good job back here, but we're going to get some more houses back here. We also need to mine out some of these areas. There we go. This will be our great residential area. Eventually I'll mine more of this out. Okay, so the cafe needs one person in it immediately. This gives us a dining quality. Now we're in the money business now. We are going to have much happier folk. They have a place to go and eat. Every positive that we can get is going to increase our productivity. Yeah, so they're bringing food over here now. And so there's a little bit of storage here, too. That will help us out. And so we got both of these. We got backup storage. So you can see the planks are coming in over here, right out of the back. You can see that our main facility is at 166. So we just got to watch that because we are getting kind of close to being at storage capacity. And we're just bringing in so much wood. We have a lot of stone. And eventually we're going to go underground. Right now I'm mining this layer out so we have more buildable terrain. Right, and then they'll all come over here to eat and consume. This has actually turned out really nice. And I like games that actually incorporate decorations. I like the pathing decorations. You can see there's benches. So you can decorate your area, make it look kind of unique. Ooh, torches, man. Heck yeah. So we'll give a torch there. A torch right there. Torch right there. Oh, the lantern. Yeah, the lantern all the way. Lanterns all the way. And up here, kind of the same thing. I did not mean to do that. Okay, I've made a mess. I don't know how to fix it. All right, we got 24. So that's going to allow me to get a couple more whiskers in here. Okay, I have accidentally locked them in. I got way too carried away. Okay, yeah, you can individually delete the decorations, thank God. This is great. I didn't realize I could even decorate in this way with the planks. So we can make things look really cool. And you're not limited. You can add a lot. We could put a torch here and a torch right there. That's cool. And plank paths for the underbelly. There we go. Ah, we messed up here. That's fine. Okay, now we're good. No, still not good, huh? Interesting. I think I messed something up here. And we'll just reset it. And all will be forgiven. There we go. Alright, that's looking sharp. Okay, and then over here we have a bathing dock. We don't have any soap. So I think they can still bathe without it, right? We'll find out. But let's just turn the soap off. We don't have it. But there's the bathing dock. We're going to get up the weaver here soon. Start converting flax. So forage priority is going to convert to the flax now. We're getting through a lot of the wood. Yeah, I like our little motel. A little mouse motel over here. I think we're going to need to go the distance though. Yeah, we need to start thinking about the future. So we're going to need to go vertical one more time. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. I like that. So we're going to need kind of like a spiral staircase situation here. I'm going to delete this for now. We do have the entry over here. Well, that's interesting. Alright. We'll do it like that. Yeah, we'll do it like that for now. That will allow us to get up top. And that will give us more places. 6 more. Okay, that's 6 more we can get in here. And we can always go up a different way next time. Okay. There we go. Got some more lanterns. This is looking good though. This is looking sharp. We're building out our massive area. Okay, so we did get the ability to make clothing. Yeah, we got to get that next. You can see they're pissed. They're just pissed about a lot of stuff. They're always pissed. So we get 1 person in the clothing. Got 2 in the woodcutter. Got 1 in the forager hut getting flax. All right. And 1 flax is going to make 2 cloaks. Eventually I'll need to get a farm up here. But I used to do farms like right off the bat. And now I've kind of just gone to fish. So we have 150 food. We're at quite a bit of money. And we're not lowering any fertility or relying upon any of that. But here's the tax man. So we're going to give him all our fish. Oh, yeah, that's good. I don't want to give any more flax since it's not... We don't have a whole bunch of it. Copper ore, you can see, is worth a bit. Now, the question is do I really want the reward? And I don't. So we're just going to pay him a little bit this time. So we're bouncing in between. All right, we have one extra house, I'm pretty sure. I need to get some influence. Yeah, 1 and 1 works for me. Yeah, and the whisker ships are here, and I can't do anything. So we need to start taking better care. I don't know if we need to get soap or something. Yeah, there's path decorations, which are awesome. There's also other decorations. Elevators, things that I haven't gotten into yet. Okay, so the research lab. I know I don't want to build on too much stuff here. We could go vertical with the research lab. I'm not going to. We're not going to take up too much good room here, so I'm just going to place it right here. Right there. There we go. There we go. Okay, that looks nice. We need a builder to build any more. We're at 15 houses, 14 whiskers. Okay. All right, so the clothing issue is -56. They don't like the houses, -24, but that's easily countered with the food. Bland food, though, is also countering itself, so berries is giving us a nice amount. Dirty fur. So they need a bath. And we don't have soap. That's the thing. So I did give them the bathhouse, but they're not cleaning themselves. So that's interesting. But the one thing I can remedy is clothing. And we're doing well. We're doing very, very well for ourselves. So we have enough flax at this point that I'm going to remove the worker here. You can move a lot of these buildings at any point. Let's see. We got 2 people in the woodcutter. We're going to move it closer so they don't have to walk all the way. That was kind of silly of me not to do that earlier. I got 1 whisker building out everything. I just need some influence points. Yeah, we need more people. The next supply guy that comes, I'm going to probably take the big one for some extra stuff. But this is looking nice up here. I think we're going to have a lot of room. And once I get a few more people, we definitely have more than enough to feed everyone. There's a lot of more wood and there's a lot more berries up here. Okay, I'm going to actually take that person over here. I think we need to produce these faster. All right, town hall is next. And the town hall is huge. I'm kind of actually thinking, why not have the town hall up here? Kind of like it. We're gonna pause real quick. I don't want to mine this out. I kind of like the town hall, kind of lording over everything. It looks cool. All right, and then like that, and then you have it go down like that. There you go. Now you've done it. Now you can walk up this way. Very cool. There we are. Yeah, it all kind of like flows together. I like it. Okay, so they do go to the bathhouse. Okay, cool. I'll get some trees over here. Perfect. Now the real question is, are we at total capacity? Not yet. Okay, so they are going to the bathhouse. Only 5 can be present at a time, so we probably need multiple bathhouses. But so far, so good. All right, let's end the day. There we go. 30. That's what I needed. Now we're on the up and up. More people I get, the faster we're going to raise. Okay. It's kind of funny to have the clothing shop on top. It actually works. Kind of cool. The fishers going. Man, everybody's doing great. Gonna move this guy back over here now. Yeah, the next... Who's coming? Tomorrow, a tax collector, supply ship, and a whisker ship. Perfect. Alright, let's pull back on clothing. Start building. Okay, there's our tax report. Quest. Total resources. All that jazz. If we come and click on total whiskers, we can actually assign people this way too and see what they're good at. See what they're doing. So if you want to quickly assign people, you don't have to do it the crazy way like me. That's all right. Yeah, everything up here you can click. We have no rebellion. We have no fuel. We're on day 14. We're doing pretty good. We only have one machinery, though, so that's kind of dangerous. Probably need to get a few more of those in case the banditos come. The next season's coming soon in 3 days. Right now we're doing all right. Slice view. Got a good island here. And we got a lot. I mean, like, we haven't even touched the game yet. It gets crazier than this. All right, he's moving the main bulk of things into storage. We are getting rather full, so this is dangerous. So if I do this correctly, I think what I can do, actually put pathing above, like so. It won't let me do it because it's part of the building there. Well, I could do it right here, and then I can have a gateway. Yeah, this works. We could do it just like that. That's perfect. And if I want to go out this way, I can always just go like this, behind all of it. Now we have a nice little walkway up here for no reason, but it looks cool. That's the reason for it, I guess. We might be able to connect it to something else later, but yeah, we need to get some more storage there. But our town is growing. This looks a lot better than my last town, now that I understand how some of the stuff works. We're gonna buy as many whiskers as we possibly can. I just need bodies at this point. All right, 3 is fine, not good. The clothing issue is kind of coming back to haunt us. We're gonna need to get a farm. No, we don't need a farm, actually. We just need to get the flax that we already have. And then get a farm. And get more weavers. Oh boy. Okay, we got it going on. We need to get more storage.
Do you remember the pair?
Alright, cool. The taxman's here. Let's get rid of all the fish. We'll be able to get enough fish for everybody. Copper ore I don't want to sell. I really don't want to sell much at all. But we have to. Kind of actually hurts. Kind of hurts my soul. We need to get the farms up for wood. We do need to do a full shipment this time, though, because I need some of the resources they'll give us. Alright, there we go. Putting planks up there. Okay. Yeah, we got storage galore up here now. I can stack more if I need to. Supply ships here. We're going to take the big one with the 5 cloaks and all the resources. And I can get a free person. I can get 8 cloaks. Oof, that's a toughie. I get the cut stone. Oof. I want the person, and I also want the cloaks. The cloaks would help me get more people that I could choose. We're going to do the cloaks, because if I get more influence points, then I can... approval points, then I can choose, right? That just gives me a random guy. That doesn't mean I'm going to... it can give me, like, the worst person ever. So let's go with the cloaks and get influence points and help our people out. Okay, here we go. One... okay, this is a good one right here. The Apprentice... Content, Heavy Eater, no. My Pace, no. Monarchist, that's a good one. Rebellious, no. So we want this one. And we want the Monarch. The rest we can get rid of. And that's great. So let's get an extra... yeah, cool. We got the Apprentice and the Weaver now for 50% increase. Get this person in the Forager hut. Start building that out. Have the other guy just start building stuff out. I think we're in good shape now. This is coming together real nice, too. And then in research, we're going to get plank blockhouses, which you can see has a 2 housing quality. But we need to get the research station up first, the research lab. And then we need to get someone who can actually go into it. And that's how, look how much wood we had. This is crazy. I've never had this much wood on a shoreline. And we need to start stocking up wood for sure. Might need to get some more people in there. Food, we need to start stockpiling. Yeah, they're getting some... this is getting actually kind of out of hand. We need to get some better tax items. We're going to continue to go up. This is actually kind of cool, because I was wondering how I was going to make this work. So there's really nothing up here. We can use a spiral. Oh, we can't. What's going on? All right, plus 45. There we go. So getting the clothing helped us. Okay, we're going to be able to get a lot of whiskers now. Okay, let's pause real quick. I need a log. I see. Because it's a different material. That's interesting. The thing was, the plank was blocking it. There we go. You don't want to put a plank underneath the staircase like that. Okay, so now they can go all the way up. And we can rotate it around. Pretty sure, yeah, I can just... I can stack this. Holy cow. Look at that. Oh, well, that one didn't work, but yeah, the pirates are here and I don't care too much. There we go. Okay, this is awesome. Now we have a massive warehouse on top. The only thing I can give them are is the clothes. Threat of 4 cannonballs, 3, 2. Okay, I don't want a single cannonball. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give them my clothing. Unfortunate. I've played around before and they always bomb the most expensive building I have. Like they know. Alright, that's gonna give us a lot of storage. So, oh, there's 5 clothing here for money. Let's do it. Take it. Okay. Yeah, we just need planks for the town hall. We have 1 builder. I think that winter is coming. So we'll just continue to build all this up. Camp is idle. Wow, he really did an amazing job. Oof, we took out some stuff we probably shouldn't have. Alright, well, keep going. Get this area up here next. I'm gonna get a staircase up. That's cool, he'll climb on ladders. So we'll just climb down, that's awesome. I'm gonna get him a staircase anyway, though. Alright, so our work area is really condensed, and this is smart. This is very smart, because we have a spot for a fireplace, like, right here. So when winter comes, we'll be able to put a fireplace right here in the heart. And we'll be able to place a fireplace right back here. That will work out real well. Actually, we could place a fireplace back here, and that'll work even better. There we go, though. We're getting our mob of storage done. Yeah, they don't like eating fish, but you know what? I don't care. They're eating. That's the important thing. The bathhouse is doing its thing. I need to get a second bathhouse. We're going to turn off the sawmill and go all in on wood now. That's a smart thing to do. We have way too many planks. Don't need them. Okay, look at that. Plus 77. We're back on top. Now we're going to go crazy. Most likely we're going to need another fishing dock. I know that seems extreme, but it's not. And yeah, I might need to bust out something over here, like the railing. Let's get rid of the railing over here. We're definitely getting another fishing dock. Yeah, winter's coming. Let's pause real quick. This is saying requires... We're going to need to get an earthwork in here and just bring out 1 layer of stone. Okay. So we're going to get an earthworks. We need cut stone for this, though. I'm going to get it up right here. Get some cut stone here in a little while. We're going crazy on that wood, though, that's for sure. Oh, please tell me we're only going to get a supply ship. We're not going to get a whisker ship. That sucks. Okay, since we're getting screwed. Overtime. 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 And overtime. There we go. I want to make sure I get a bunch of wood and all the other things that I need. Yeah, we're in winter now. So let's continue to stockpile. I think we're going to be fine, personally. But I want to keep it going. And how many free people do I have? Just the 1? Yeah, we're still building out quite a bit. Look at him go. He actually did quite a bit. The problem now is that I have a bunch of stone. I have 55 stone stockpiled. Okay. This actually isn't a bad spot for mob and storage. I think we'll be okay, though. I think we have a lot of free storage. I just built, like, about 300 worth of storage in this whole block here. That's, like, almost... It's a little bit more than the central warehouse. That's good. We have 15 clothing in the central warehouse. Great. We have 15 fish. We need to start growing and farming berries. We need to start farming wood, too. The farms will be next. We're gonna have to get an elevator at some point here. Yeah, see, they're all still working. This is great. We're all still bringing in the bacon. Actually, wait a minute. Oh yeah, they are. Sorry, I clicked on the lever. Put them on overtime as well. Yeah, no, they're all still bringing in lots of food. It's great. Yeah, we can actually mine some of these resources here too to pay our bills. I know some people have suggested mining gold. There's all types of stuff. I'm not really too worried. I feel like we have a pretty good handle on everything. So let's just continue to cut down the wood. But we do need to actually, I'm looking at this right now. Think about the future. We're going to need a little bit of the wood that's up here. So let's just get that going. There we go. Yeah, we can get up to a good selection of this here. Up there, perfect. Yeah. So I think we have most. I'm actually kind of impressed on how much wood we cut down. So that does mean, ideally, we should start getting some of our first farms going here as soon as possible. But I still think we have at least a year before we need to do that. And I'm going to move him up here for now. And we have this gent over here gathering. There's a little bit left to gather, not too much. Some berries down here. Maybe I should have him go get those. I think food's pretty decent. We do have a pretty good handle on everything, I think, though, food-wise. Yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, we're building up our research. So we just need to let everybody build. So here's our supply. And they're offering me nothing really of immense value. The machinery is probably the one thing I need the most. Do this up just a little bit. And one of the quests we have is to get enough housing for 21 individuals. And, you know, we got a few. We got some underground. I like how you can build a house and then have walkways up top. I think that's really cool. Ideally, though, what I'm actually kind of thinking is we should have a walkway kind of area. So let's think about this. So I want a 2-tile gap between houses here. We're gonna go with the status quo here. And then we can have a plank path coming around this way and coming around this way. But what we need to do now is delete some of these fences. There we go. Perfect. And let's beautify this very quickly. There we go. Okay. So we'll just continue that on. But they can come back through here. There's still a lot of mining to do. There's a lot of copper on the ground. A lot of everything on the ground. I'm gonna do this slowly and surely, though. They're doing a great job of everything. Stone stairs. There's a lot of good stuff. Elevators would be pretty cool. But we need to definitely get the research lab up. I'm going to set that to a high priority. I'm thinking that I can't get the research mouse until I have it up. I have been looking forever, and I've told that you have to get it from a ship. Okay, cool. We do have... Nice. Yeah, so we're going to overtime our lumber. And we're going to overtime both of the fishing docks. There we go. Beautiful. Want to make sure that we're just kind of overdoing it. We are in winter. Eventually it is going to get cold, and I will need to place some things on the ground. We have plenty of space. Let's come over here. Let's make sure that we have full plank pathing. Very good. Some full plank pathing back here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything's pathed out. That does give them a speed bonus. It's pretty beneficial. And, you know, why not? Yeah, and up here, same thing. Do the whole thing. I know eventually I want to turn some of this into farms, so I got to be a little careful here. This looks kind of dumb. Kind of good. Let's do this in a different way. I definitely want a storage shed up here. We're gonna put a storage shed. Here's a woodcutter. Down here is going to be definitely a wood farm, so I'm just going to let them continue to work. And let's speed this up just a... Well, it's already on max speed. Alright, we just need to keep going then. We're just going to get bigger and bigger. We do have a cool storage paradise up top, so I feel like we have quite a bit of room. Nice. We completed this quest. Get some approval, get some trinkets. We need to get our population up to 21. I want to get another fishing dock at some point. We are building an earthworks right here so that we can set one line in here to build off another fishing dock. Overall, though, we're just producing an absurd amount of food. We've pretty much maxed out everything. I'm not too concerned about food at this point. I think what we need is another bathing dock. We'd have to convert some of our wood here. Alright, I'm gonna reduce the woodcutter by 1, and we're gonna get sawmill going a little bit now. We could definitely afford a lot more people. Of course, approval is maxed out once more. Our upcoming taxes are at 608. I think we're gonna be able to pay it easily. So far, we're doing okay. The next season starts in 5 days, so we haven't hit the dead of winter yet. It's coming though. Freezing temps. Whiskers without home. Approval 40. Advisor says it's gonna be cold. Turn it in. Because I should have saved it. Oh yeah, 84 stock. Okay, and we'll get 13 logs for free. That's beautiful. I'm actually a little concerned. Are we getting full on storage? Might get close. Yeah, they're doing a great job. We definitely need to get more bathing docks out. We definitely need to get more whiskers. Okay, I'm getting a little pissy right now. Let's just like, let's cool it with the woodcutter for a second. Get them all as builders. I just really need to start getting things built out. I want to get farms up pretty much ASAP. Alright, so the farms are great. It's nice to kind of have them in a central point. So I want them to be able to move around pretty decently. Kind of feel like we've designated this as the central point right here. There's a good amount of usable area. You know, this would probably be the best spot for our first endeavor. We're going to put him right here, and he's going to do trees. So let's just start getting everything built up. Ultimately, that is what's going to help us out. Okay, yes. We're going to get the town hall up. We're going to get our research lab. Everything's going to be golden here in a second. Get some more houses. We're doing a good job at the mining camp. Ah, we need one cut stone. That's the material that they cannot find. So I potentially should get that industry up. I'm sure we're going to need a lot of it. We need one machinery and 21 planks. Oh boy. Interestingly enough, we can continuously stack, it looks like. So if I come off like here, I can put this on top. I like it. I think it's crazy, but I like it. And I can put the plank pathing like such. There we go. That is so cool. So now they can get all the way up there. I like it. Going vertical is the way. We did have to interfere with some stuff over here. Right. Very good. And this is just, that's what's crazy, is this is just a speck of the whole map. I mean, you can go as far as your desires take you. Alright, let's end the day. We're actually doing really good. I mean, we're literally at day 20. I'm so much further ahead than my last playthrough. Alright, supply ship. Let's get, nice, the machinery. Oh, I think we're going to get an extra person in the sawmill, to be honest. We really need to get that jacked up. No more overtime for our fish. And supply ship tomorrow. Supply ship in 3 days, but no ship for new people. Very sad. Oh yeah. Active policies. Okay. Rapid construction. Lift with your back. Whiskers can carry 2 more. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Light construction unlocked for 100. Building construction continues. Candlelight. Strip mining. Nice. Mining speed double, 20% chance to lose material. I don't like that. Oh wow, salvaging tree stumps gives you 1 extra log per cutting action. That's cool. Oh dude, there's tons. 25% chance for food industries to produce double output. Oh my gosh. And then the claws. Wow, this is amazing. Speed boost from passing statues. And increase and last twice as long. Oh wow. We can get the claw statue. These are actually special statues. Okay. Active policies. Build more. Okay. So I can abolish these. This is cool. 2 more resources. Construction speed doubled. And builders gain 50% speed bonuses. This is really neat. I'm glad I built this. Should have got this up sooner. It was actually fairly expensive though. Be fair. The services. We can get more civic offices up. And we do need stone for that. Looks like we have 2 little spots that I can build stuff in. Alright, we'll just do flower beds for now. Oh yeah, this... Oh, I see. So we need to cut stone for earthworks. Let's cancel that. We can use the cut stone to get the research lab up. Alright, farm is up. And with the farm tool, we're going to plant trees. Plant them everywhere. Okay. 1. That's 1 back there. It's better to... I'm going to do this right. I want to make it so they're all 1. The woodcutter. The farm tool. What you need to do is select the field so it says extend field right there, and then do it. So extend field, then do it. That gives you singles. Alright, I'm going to put 1 on the farm. I'm going to put one in the woodcutter. Let's get this all done. And I think we're going to be able to get the research lab up next. End of the day. Nice. We're doing a great job. And this has been a really interesting winter. 13 cloaks. I accept. Quest complete. Turn it in. 40 approval. Failing machinery. Yeah, we're going to need more parts here soon. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I can override it. Ooh, I need machinery for the fishing dock. I didn't know that. So, we need a lot more machinery. We're at a really good spot. Okay. We got the research lab, but I have no matching whiskers. This is always going to confuse me. I think you need a very special kind of person. So we'll go up to our whiskers. See, what you can do is you can actually just straight up let everybody go, right? This is great. But you can see we have no educated whiskers. We have 0. Cafe, we want 1. Planks, we want 1. Fish, we want all 6. Cloaks, we want 1. Farm, mining camp, forage, woodcutter. Just like that. And that gives us 3 of them that are open. And the supply ship is here, and we're going to take those machine parts. Next, we'll go for the stone. That's so scary. You're basically screwed if you don't have more machine parts. And let's get 1 woodcutter down here. And let's get 2 in the farms. Get those trees planted, because we're going to need them. We're going to need a flax farm next to keep up with clothing production. We really don't want to lose anybody. And yeah, the research we're going to go for is the planks. We're going to need more planks for that too. I think we're doing an okay job. Oh man, we busted through all of those machines so fast. Got our guys down here getting the trees up. He's over here freezing. Are we having an a really interesting glitch where it's just not showing me that it's cold? Okay, so heat and utilities. So in the winter time, what you want to do is you want to get these guys going. Placement block. We're going to get 1 here. I'm just going to preemptively get these guys up because I'm kind of weirded out. Get up our fire. Because it's got to get cold here soon. And we can check that out with the temperature. It says it's freezing, but it's not showing us the snow. Yeah, something weird's going on with the visuals here. Oh, just pretend there's snow. Pretend there's snow everywhere. Okay. There we go. We got 1 fire up. Get another one over here. And so what I'm going to do is actually get the guy out of there. Okay. We're in good shape. Oh, they're all getting sick. So this is kind of weird because it really wasn't telling me what was going on. I'm used to the visuals, but I need to just look at what it says down here. Yeah, they're all sick. That's not good. We could lose a few. We don't have any fires up over here. That's why I got some more people for building. Oh, this is cool though. We got the stone cutter. Stone to 3 cut. Not a bad rate. Get the fire up and let's get some stone. End of day 22. We got a big tax day coming up. And the sickness, as you can see, they're crawling to work. Not good. They'll get to work though. They'll do their jobs. Let's check out the temperatures. We're doing good over here. Definitely get 1 over here. Yeah. I mean, the builders in this game are kind of pissing me off right now because I feel like they're not doing their jobs. We're going to pull out of the sawmill, get myself another builder. That person's sick as well. I think the ones that are sick are not going to be able to build anything. Winter's only 2 more days. That's what's another thing that's kind of annoying. This is this is so weird. It says 9 of them are deathly ill. We were probably going to lose at least a couple. Yeah, it's definitely freezing. Alright, well, we're just going to cancel some of these because this is getting silly. They're not even building them out. At a minimum, I think we should get the one behind where everyone sleeps. Go here, and let's see what we can do. I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't think it's necessary. 25% chance for food industries to produce double output. This is probably one of the better ones. I'm going to enact that for sure. Claws, speed boost from passing statues. This is a really good one. I need to get some statues. Alright, I like these for now. 25 increased carry capacity and chance to get double food. I think that's pretty amazing. Yep, there we go. We got an extra output already. That's amazing. There we go. We're getting one of the fires up in the background. They're just having a hard time. Only one is sick. And what's crazy... Nope, nobody's sick. And we had no deaths. We just need to get an educated worker. Now, the school is an institution where they can teach each other skills. We could try that avenue too, but I think we could probably get one of the whiskers. I was told someone got one from a boat. Okay, day 23 is ended. Boom, 100. Alright, let's get one on the stone cutter. Let's get one on the sawmill. Let's call it good there. Continue to get the trees growing. And I think this is going to save us in the long run. 312 food. Because we have a storage of 1,200 and we owe 814. Nice. And we're going to try to get as many people as we can. We got a whisker ship coming in 2 days. We got a pirate blockade coming. We got smugglers coming, tax collectors, more whisker ships. This is great. So we need the tools, and I'll most likely need to pay off the smugglers with those tools. And we're also going to need ourselves another farm. Okay. And I think I'm going to place this farm right here. Yeah. We need to clear all these trees. We're going to do trees up here, I said. Okay, good. We're going to probably do... We just need to do a little bit of flax. That's the thing. This is the woodcutter. All right, the farmer here. Farm tool. Like, we don't need to do a crazy amount of flax. Even just that would be a good start for us. We need to clear these trees. So I need to get more workers ASAP. This is great. We got a lot of fish. The cafe's doing decent. 364 fish. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm running out of storage here shortly. We still have a little bit left. Oh no, the sawmill's almost out of conditioning. And we're gonna have to get into some tech here. Machinery is gonna be probably the bottleneck for us. Here we are. Let's end this day. Nice, 38. Just gonna need that for when the whiskers come. Alright, pirate blockade is coming. Hopefully we have enough to pay them. Yeah, I like the extra output. I think that's amazing. I think lift with your back is awesome, though. Being able to carry 2 more is just amazing. Being able to move that much material, I think, is going to help us out a lot. Okay, we're getting dangerously close to full capacity. I think right here is a good spot for more storage. Today. Nice, 52. We're going to need that. Alright, we should be able to get some people in now. Get rid of that. Okay. This base is becoming a little bit more crazy now. There we go. Another one. Now it's multi-leveled. Oh, nice. We're already getting some trees. Pirates are here. I'm hoping we can pay them. They want 172. I'll have to give them some machinery, unfortunately. Can't afford any... Well, 7 cannonballs. We can afford 1 cannonball, but that'd be kind of silly, right? Just give them 2 cloaks. I don't want to give them the machines. Okay, and we're gonna get some whiskers next. Perfect. Alright, we're making it. Thank you. Okay. A miner, farmer, miner, engineers, explorers. That's interesting. Free roll. Warm core is pretty cool. Okay, we need more. I'm just gonna take everybody. I just don't even care at this point. We need 5 farm workers in order to... we would need an extra farm. We need 21 pop. Okay. Well, that sucks. We got 2. We got 2. Let's get one more farmer in. Messed up thing, too, is that he can't really move that far away. Yeah, he's not very helpful. This is a poorly positioned one. Well, let's just make the best of it. We can do flax right here. And we can do flax right here. We need a lot of flax. So I'm just going to have them focus on flax. Have one of them focus on flax. Get 1 worker into the woodcutter. Cut those trees down. I think we're in good shape. Oh man, that tax is going to be pretty extreme. So yeah, we'll have to start getting up the farmers next. I'm happy that we got a few more whiskers. I think we need to get a lot more. Food is really not an issue. Alright, plus 75. Start a new day. And we're gonna get smugglers, tax collectors, supply ship, and a whisker ship today. It's beautiful. A lot of good stuff. And we have a lot of influence. So I think we can fill out probably three more whiskers. Get the flax going. Getting that flax going is gonna be one of the most important things. Okay. What do we got here? Ah, smugglers. So we can sell cut stone at 21. Oof, I'm gonna do that. That's not bad. We get 1 gold bar. Planks. Yeah, we can sell planks. We can always make a lot more. Okay, we're gonna get 1 gold. I'm gonna accept that. Good trade. Those are all things that are kind of... I mean, stone isn't infinite, but it should be. Practically is. Alright, the tax man is here. Sell him the trinkets. Sell him the copper. Let's get rid of the gold that we just got. And fish. Hold and shift to get 5. Shift allows me to do 5 at a time. You can hold the left mouse and it will keep going. We only really need 20 to feed, enough to feed the population. There we go. There we are. Oh my god, look at all that fish. But now our stocks are empty and we kept the good stuff. That's what's important. Oh yes, my friends. Craftsman, my pace, strong shoulders. Okay, Miners Guild, Explorers Guild, Farmers Guild, Engineers Guild, Miners Guild. I'm gonna take him. Strong shoulders, good industry. That's a good one. And in return, I'd probably say let's get the free guy and let's just pray that it's someone useful. Nope. Spent today. I think we need to abolish this. It's kind of holding us back. I'll take the... It's for 10 points to get the 2. That's the thing. It was costing us 50 a day. It's holding me back now at this point. All right, we have 3 individuals. I'm feeling pretty good about all of that. Farm has 2 here. Let's get 2 in the farm here. And let's get 2 in the woodcutter here. Just keep everything going. I think we have a good little flow going on right now. Refuse the rest. Nope, supply ship has arrived. So I need machinery more than anything right now. End of the day. There we go. Good amount of approval. We're doing great. All right, so they want me to build these claw things, and these are the towers that make people move faster. I'm gonna say yes, not because I like it, but because I want people to move faster. Oh, I see. I need to research it. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. I'm still waiting for the educated worker. Educated. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try building a school here in a little bit. I'm gonna put that extra whisker into the sawmill. Get some more planks. Let's build the school. Teach these people how to read. Ooh, I like this spot back here. I wonder if I can get something in the back. Very cool. All right, and over here we're gonna need to... Yeah, we're gonna need to mine out more. Feeling pretty good about all this. A lot of wood. A lot of flax back here. This is great. I see someone sitting around and I don't like that. We're gonna go to 1 farmer back here. And we have storage of 718 to 233 owed. This is great. Alright, so this is the school. I'm thinking we put the school off the back side like that. And we just, you know, bring it down like such. There you go. You got a staircase in the back. Get up there. Beautiful. And we're going to grow... So I'm not going to pave this because this is primo land right here. Yeah. I want them to do their jobs. So they should be up here planting trees, and they're not. In the day. Nice. Maxed out approval. Gonna get ourselves a lot more folk. 84 population? No, sir. Not even close. Alright, we're gonna get some flax now. I think we could probably put one of the workers... No, we should probably hold off on that. Have them keep building. Yeah, I like building on top of stuff. I think that's kind of cool. Supply ship is here. Nice. 2 mechanical parts. Yes, sir. Tax collector's coming tomorrow. We're doing okay. I know some people, they said they like to go deep. They like to go heavy into mining and use the ores. Not a bad idea. I mean, You could probably make a lot of money with mining. That should probably be our next route. Let's go in right here. We got ourselves a good little mark right here. Start mining, looking for gold. I want to get a bunch of whiskers though. I want to get a lot more people. I'm personally all about like sustainable ways of doing things. I mean, it's just the way that I roll. And this is pretty good. I feel like we're getting a lot of logs. And these guys down here are doing a good job. I'm going to expand this out just a little bit. Each one of those is 6, so that's quite a bit of wood. Nice. School's almost up. Plank production's very happy. Tomorrow we're getting a tax collector supply ship and a whisker ship, and then smugglers and a whisker ship. No pirates, that's good. Looks like we're going to be able to pay our bills. Yeah, we're maxing everything out. I guess I could go back to what we were doing with the extra. We're doing so. That's how it always goes, right? Like, you're like, let's pull it back. You're like, I shouldn't have pulled it back. Wow, fuel lasts longer and heaters what produces double pollution. Okay, we're gonna enact it. Spent today 0. All right, let's just watch it a little bit. Here's 34 cotton. No, sir, not gonna do it. Depletes the soil. I mean, it's a good crop. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, let's forgo destroying this. I'm gonna just start mining this way. We're gonna just start mining straight into the area. All right, the tax man is here. We're gonna pay in logs. We're gonna pay in fish and logs. Okay. Yep, full shipment. Always pay a full shipment when you can. 134, eh? Let's do overtime on both fishing docks. Want to make sure we have enough food. Supply ship is here. 3 machinery parts, yes sir. Need them machines. Fuel? No, let's reroll. Oh, here we go. We got a tech point. The carpenter. Wooden visas. Planks into wooden visas in the carpenter. Oh, I have no idea what that is, but I know I should probably take it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take the person. I'm just praying I can get the right worker. All right, well, we got the school. So I can teach a guild specialty. So I can take, I think we have to have, yeah, so here's the teacher. Yes, you have to actually have what you're trying to teach. So I can teach the guild, I can teach the craftsmanship level. Oh, here we go. Education. So I need an educated worker. So it really is just me being unlucky. Cool. Well, we have a school for when we're ready for it, and we're not ready for it yet. But I'm glad we have it. It's always cool having more buildings. Oh yes, here we go. Still no educated workers. Let's re-roll. Okay. I'm just gonna keep rolling until I get what I want. Going through all my extra points too. Dude, we didn't get anything I wanted. This is so bad. Okay. Alright. Nosy, gifted teacher, considerate. It's all good. Let's just take the 2 I took. Not even gonna look at them anymore. Alright, let's get 2 of the farms. And the forger's hut, I'm done with it. Realistically, I think we're just gonna get up another farm. We'll get them up here. And we're gonna do more flax. I don't think we can go wrong with flax, to be honest. So we're gonna do that. I'm surprised we're not coming in here and doing more trees. This is actually kind of weirding me out. Okay, in the day. 106 more. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, so we're getting the double. We have the policy that's letting us get double. This is great. Stone paths built. Not gonna happen. Alright, turn that quest in. Alright. We can turn this quest in now. And the farm tool. So let's see. What do we got going on here? Weird stuff. There's trees. Alright, yeah, more trees. There we go. Get to work. Oh, I see. I see now. Yeah, they have to go down over here. I mean, at the same time, I don't see. Alright, let's get a second farmer. I think this person's unemployed. That's what's going on here, and there's nothing to build. All right, we got 2 in the woodcutter. We got 6 farmers. I mean, I feel pretty good about everything right now. I guess we could get some more plank production going. Civic office extends office support. 1 policy slot. Oh, I don't really need an extra policy slot right now, but somewhat tempted. Let's look at the clause. Research labs occasionally produce an extra free science. That one is cool. I'm gonna unlock that for sure. That's pretty amazing, actually. One day, we will be scientists. Okay, let's end the day. End of day 31. 116. It's not bad when you look at the fact we're feeding them bland food. They hate their houses. We're doing so many other things right that it's countering everything. Decoratives. Oh yeah, this is great. We have all that already. We already won. Oh yeah. 8 decorations, path decorations. Approval 40, trinkets 21. That's cool. I mean, this is just basically saying, hey, make your place look nicer. Ooh, ship trade. Trade planks. Trade cut stone. Cut stone probably being one of the better ones to trade. Boards. All right, let's get 1 gold bar for sure. And I'm gonna give this guy a friend. Get 2 people in the mining camp. Okay. Get the slice view off. Okay, yeah, because by hitting Z, we get slice view off. And we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep, and we're gonna start looking for the gold. Whisker ship, my favorite. Still no scientist. Ugh, I'm getting kind of scared. I'm gonna take him. All right, we got a lot of trees going. We got a good amount of flax going. Most important thing. Yeah, the good news is we're definitely very rich, and the colony is fantastic. But with that said, we do need to get some more decorations. And yeah, we could do stone railings. There's lots of cool stuff we could do. Do stone railings here. Neato. Very good. We can get some torches up here. And now they want us to do a bunch of decorations. Decorations are a little pricey. I'm a big fan of these giant trees, personally. Alright, let's end the day. Ooh, only 49. We're gonna have to do a better job. Alright, let's get some trees back here. Need 8. I don't want to do any trees over there. Taxman's here. Alright, we can put a tree back here. Guess we could actually put 2 trees right here. Maybe a pathway. You know what? Just build 3 to complete the quest. And delete them. There we go. That works too. I could just lie. Alright, trinkets gone. Fish, almost all of them. Down to 15. Logs, go. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's actually not that many logs. Because it's paying like a percentage. Let's go for the max. Go for the max shipment. Oh man, that is crazy cool. What a deal. Okay, the woodcutter can now be destroyed. And that frees up 2 people. There we are. Okay, I can get the schematic for mushroom cultivation, which is amazing. I can get tailored cloaks 1414, iron bars 23. And this is all amazing because I can sell these. A tin ore. I'm gonna go for the technology. +2, choose 1. Oof. Oh, I get 2. Clothing seems awesome to me. Iron bars though, and copper for some of the research stuff. I think that's a good move. All right, whisker ship's here. Explorer, engineer, miner, farmer, miner. Oh, this is a crafts master, fully trained and expert skilled laborer. Okay, so this is where we're going to see whether or not they're educated. I think. Okay, let's get the craft master. I like him. He makes me feel safe. I don't know what. Okay, the research. And then refuse the rest. We got 26. Let's work these guys overtime. Get some food. Ooh, a supplier has arrived. Got 3. Oh, we can go over this direction now for 252. Tailored, fine tea, food, and 3 machinery. Let's do that. Get him some fancy cloaks and some tea. I'm feeling pretty good about that decision. Okay, we got 3 individuals. Yeah, let's get the master crafter over here and the stone cutter. Let's start cutting these stones a little bit faster. And the weaver, let's get another person in there. I think we have a lot of flax. We need more cloaks. There we go, plus 94. Get a max of 200. I'm feeling good about that. What do we got coming today? Tax collector in 2 days. Tomorrow we get a pirate blockade and a supply ship 2 days away from a smuggler, tax collector, supply ship, whisker ship. What a good day. And the fertility on these areas is 82, so we might have to stop at some point, but we're getting lots of wood. I'm actually a little intimidated. The wood does not... Okay, so these guys are having an issue, like an emotional issue. And I don't like it. They're just chilling. I don't rightly understand, sir. Alright, I'm gonna put the plank paths down and see if they get their act together. Anchor. Is Anchor work? Yeah, they are. That's them. I'm gonna fire and rehire. No, they're still being jerks. I think it's because I didn't select the farm tool. Okay. Okay. I think something weird's going on here. So let's get them going on. Trees up here. Alright, let's see if they work. Yeah, so even when selecting it from this farm, and they're on strike. Oh, their inventories were full from their previous jobs. I just clicked deliver now. That's so interesting. So when I switched them over from a different job, okay. Well, that's cool. At least we figured that out, right? All right, let's just click deliver now on all these gents, and maybe one day will be cool. Yeah, this is looking great now. All right, we come down into here. We're getting some good progress. Gonna keep going around in the muck down there, trying to get some money. 146. Beautiful. Yeah, very good. It's nice being stable. Though we do have a bit of taxes owed. Crap, we got pirates. Give them my tailor cloaks. Don't want to do that. Oh, they want a lot of money. I'm gonna give them the cloaks. These are easy to replace. There we go. Okay, the ransom and cloaks. That was close. That was very close. Alright, supply ship. Okay, we can't afford the big one. Let's go with the cheap one. Get some mechanical parts. We're in tree paradise now. And let's see who's coming tomorrow. Smuggler, the tax collector, supply ship, whisker ship. What a day. The camp is idle. Wow, we went through all that real fast. Well, that's weird. They stopped. Okay. Oh, they're back to business now. The freaking little mouse hotel thing I got going on here is kind of amusing to me. I don't know why. Alright, day 35. Was a lot. He's got the cart now. He's carting all the fish and all the foods over. Very good. Alright, trade ship. We're going to sell cut stone for sure. And planks. Let's get 2 gold bars. Help pay for taxes. That's beautiful right there. More than enough to pay our taxes right there. That's right on cue, right? Alright, let's first do the fish. Alright. 3 gold bars. Alright. And wood sells for a bit. Let's do it. Let's get, I think, well, how much would I have to do? Too much. Too much. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Let's just go for the second prize. There we go. Second prize is good. An outstanding citizen. Paying my taxes. Flyers here. Nice. 2 mechanics. Love it. Gain 2. Ooh. Oh, we get the technology. Intimidates past. Oh, it intimidates them. Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna go with the 2. Oh, I get another one. Iron bars and copper. I'm gonna go with that because we need that for research. Come on, one of them being educated. None of them are educated. I'm never gonna have any educated people here. All right, let's pause real quick. Let's see what we got going on here. Educated, educated, educated. We did it. Yeah, it's on this side. We got 1 educated person. Heavy eater, content, considerate. Let's get them too. We did it. We're learned. We're learned mice. I should probably teach some more educated people, because if he dies, I'm going to be very sad. Okay, well, I need to give them homes, and the same flip of that coin. I want to build the new ones. But okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build these guys out as a temporary, just a temporary thing. Okay, so the farmers are going hard. Everybody's going hard. Well, this is amazing. So we're gonna get the plank houses unlocked here. Let's come over here. Let's remove the food chance. Or the clause. Let's enact Eureka. Research labs occasionally produce an extra free science. I like that. Alright. I feel like we've made it. This is a beautiful day for us. And I feel like we're bringing in the wood and the boards. I like the board production because we can trade the boards for gold. So getting the wood and then converting it into boards I think is pretty darn lucrative. Because when you look at it, we're taking one log and making it 5 planks. Right? And those planks sell for a fortune. It's beautiful. The woodcut, and look how much work the woodcutter has to deliver now on these guys. This is crazy. Okay, so the storage up here is pretty much full. Side storage is pretty much full. These guys are good. End of day 36. 157 approval. Very good. And yeah, so what's going to be interesting is once I get this the new age, I'm thinking a better place for the houses to actually be over here. We'll be right above the town's, yeah, because I could build them all here, have staircases going down into the workplaces. We can just, we can get rid of the flea hotel here. But this hotel has been a part of us for so long. But what we can do instead with this area is do warehouses, industry. I'm thinking we do the whole hotel up here. But I would kind of like to get it back to back, so this is a problem for me. Let's start thinking about the future. The future says get rid of this, get rid of this. All right, future has spoken. He wants all of this gone. Actually, the future, I don't know why I keep saying that, sorry. I just sound more and more like a crazy person. The future in the room with us right now? Okay, there we go. So, get this for now. I want them all the way up top. I want them focused on this stuff. This is the way it's gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna come off the back side right there. Perfect. We're gonna move them up here. And we're gonna get 2 mining camps, in fact. I think we're gonna need multiple mining camps for sure. That was it's just such a glorious day today. I'm so happy about us getting the educated worker. We're getting really close too. I mean, this is it. This is when things start to take off. Alright, no workers. Doing the mining camp there. And I think to help myself out, I'm going to put another storage shed right there. Now I'm kind of using a lot of the good land, but it's alright. Eventually I can reorganize, like, because you can move a lot of stuff, or I could just rebuild it. Eventually I can reorganize all of this, but yeah. The rat hotel is, or the mice hotel is going to have to go bye-bye. We're going to have a much better place once I get this up. Unless I screw this up, which is possible. Alright, end of day 37. 110, we just maxed it out. Alright, I'm overtiming every single one of the miners. Yeah, eventually I'll get like an elevator over here too. That'd be great. We'll get an elevator right here. Going down. That should probably be my next research, right? See, what can we do? Let's research. Small warehouse is going to be next. We did get mushroom cultivation. Alright, so I got the... Oh, I got the wrong one. I wanted plank row houses. Plank... basic block house for 2. Basic row house for 2. Alright. Well, I'm silly, man. Sorry about that. Oh, we can get the charcoal furnace, though. Charcoal furnace would actually be a moneymaker. I'm happy, though. I mean, it's going to take... We're not even ready for what I want to do anyways. It's not like I'm out. We're going to get all the research anyway. This is great. And that's crazy because it does 2. I think the snoring might cause issues, though. Okay, we got a whisker ship. I'll take anybody that's educated. An apprentice loner. Unhappy sharing a home with others. Okay. I'm gonna hold... Well, let's re-roll. Apprentice pessimist. Re-roll. Re-roll. Apprentice greedy. Roll. Nothing. Re-roll. Apprentice considerate. Ah. Yeah, and no educated. We're gonna take any educated people we can get, but I'm gonna take the considerate apprentice. The good one. And refuse. Be gone from me. Okay, let's take a peek. Fertility 81%, fertility 90. Okay, so the fertilities are still pretty good, even on these areas over here. Just don't grow cotton, I guess you'll be fine. But this is a lot of wood, and let's overtime. Yeah, let's overtime our fishing docks. Overtime the stone cutter. Overtime the sawmill. Let's just get everybody working tonight. Look at them go. They're so happy. I hope they don't have any issues. I've seen them climb, so I think that they can get through all this really easy. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be very sad, but we'll figure it out. And I agree with the voices in my head that speak to me. Let's do more mining. Right. Reface the door the other way. We're so close to the plank block house. See, what I don't understand is I don't think that there's a difference between the blockhouse and the row house, but there has to be. There has to be a housing quality difference. I mean, if the plank blockhouse is cool enough, I will build it. I just think that the row houses are much nicer. We have 30 whiskers right now. I think actually one of the biggest things I need right now is the warehouse as well. Ooh, -5. Bland food. Rough. Oh no. They're getting mad. This is a good place, though, for them to come just settle in for work and come out of. Nice, trade ship. Nice, we got the plank blockhouse. So, let's now research the row house. And come down here and cut stone. We're going to have so much stone from mining. And let's go for 2. I want to pay my taxes and this stuff. This has been a beautiful way to pay taxes too. All right, let's get both workers in the mining camp. And we got 6 people out here mining. Yeah, and we got a storage for all that. The stone cutter, let's get 3 people in there. We can start selling more cut stone. And let's get our debt settled. So yeah, take it. I'm gonna keep the flax. Let's go for the prize. Go for 2nd place. That's awesome. 2nd place it is. Man, we are doing so well now. This is night and day difference from my first run. I know some people were commenting they're very unhappy with my gameplay, but that's what you get. My first time playing on my last one. Yeah. Play. Oh, look at that. Educated. Kaboom. Fuse the rest. Alright, here, so we can get bread and spices, iron bars, copper bars, planks, cut stone, fuel, 25. We're going with the iron and copper, honestly. And a 2nd prize. I can get fuel, planks, blah, blah, blah. Let's get the bread and the spices. As you can see, that's going to give us some happier folk. I think that's a good choice. Because we do want to have some influence points. Okay, and now we're going to get that 2nd person into the research lab. So we have 2 individuals now. That's always good to have a backup in case one of them accidentally perishes. And, ooh, we can get 5 machinery. I'm going to take the 3rd one this time. Because I want all the goodies that they had. And we have 1 unhoused mouse. So, okay. Blockhouse. See, the housing quality says 2. It's a cool house. It's 34 planks. Yeah, right. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll just do that. We have no one to build. So, where can I take from? Let's take from one of the woodcutters here. This is great. But yeah, I learned my lesson about berries and all that, and I just stick to the things that you need, like flax and trees. We got our 3 mining camps though, so we're gonna be going pretty hardcore in the mining, and cut stone is a really lucrative trade. Let's see what else I can get. Ooh, a slide. Quickest way for whispers to go down. Chaining together maintains momentum. 1 copper bar. That sounds like fun. The long stairs. Quality wooden stair. Faster and more comfortable than the steep stairs. That's cool. I should probably get those. Ooh, flax spinner for ropes. Interesting. A lot of this is actually very interesting. But to get to research tier 1, I need 89. And that would unlock stone pathing. Oh, so much. Wheat cultivation, the mills, elevators. That requires rope. Showers. So, to do this, it says I need 89 of these. I don't know if that means of each. That's pretty cool. And then tier 2 is... Oh my god, and there's tier 3. I got the civic... Okay, but there's a possibility I can get research just from paying taxes. Oh, yeah, no, continue with the plank row house. And we'll just keep making our way downtown. 1 individual is not housed. We need to get them in a house. Yeah, look at them go. They're awesome. Yeah, this is going to be a big area for housing. Alright, supply ship, whisker ship, tax collector, supply ship. Not bad. We're getting close. Yeah, definitely having more people in the research is helping. It looks like we're going to have to slowly build up our nicer houses. They're going to be expensive is why. Alright, so we got that. The next thing I want to research is small warehouse. Alright, so these are 34 planks each. Basic for 2. Same housing quality. Ooh, they're a little... Oh, wow, they're a little big. Okay, so these guys are easier to stack. So these are... They're definitely significantly less, but you have that little thing in the front there. You see that? We have that little top part. Interesting. Yeah, that definitely does switch it up, but there's enough space for 2 in here. But when you look at it, the stone guys, right? It basically is 2. It's a double decker with a front. But the quality on this is 2 versus 0. Oh boy. Nice, 107. Yeah, they're really happy with me. Everybody loves me. It's great. Eureka moments. Research labs occasionally produce extra science. You know, we're actually not doing that hot right now. Let's start overtiming. I'm gonna overtime everybody here. Alright, we're gonna take the cheap supply because we don't have enough for taxes, which is a first. Taxes are pretty high now, though, because we have a lot of people. I need to stop taking people in for a bit until Craftsmaster, wow. Use all. I need to hold off, though. Alright, let's go here. There was one, I think we're going to get rid of the research one. There was one I really liked that was like you get +1 wood. The weasels. Right. Dump collection. Unlock for 200. Oh, I see. It's 3 per cut. 2 per mine resource. 2 per construction tasks. That's how that works. And then it's 1 per heavy pickup. So spent today was 11. That's interesting. So these really aren't that great. Let's get away from everything. 10 per bonus output. I've been reading those wrong. Every time we get an extra food, it costs me 10. Let's hold off on this for a bit. It is really cool, though. I think the heavy pickup one is probably one of the nicer ones. Yeah, because a warehouse would be pretty smart right about now. You can see we're starting to really run out of room. Oh, yeah, we're getting close. We did it. We got the small warehouse. All right, we're going to keep going down the line. Wind chime. Medical. Ooh, that would be good because we do get some sick folk. Let's do it. Let's go for medical next. I've gotten a couple sick individuals. All right, small warehouse. So this is cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, we can build it on top of this. That's what we're going to do. Build it on top. And connect it. Touch. Boom. Connected. I'm curious to see how much that can store, but that should be a huge help. Yeah, there we go. That's not bad. Just got to walk all the way up this to get to it, but that's all right. And we're getting close. This is going to be 1 pathway, elevator here. This will be just a fill-in area at some point in the future. just to kind of look at this. So we're going to have these guys back to back. So houses here, pathways here. Yeah, I'll fill this in with a pathway. So this is the problem. And then the back guy's here. And then a pathway there. Okay. We just need to cut all that down and we're good to go. Oh, they want more money than I got. Might be one of the first times I don't pay my taxes. We might need to start making like charcoal. Charcoal does sell for quite a bit. I got preoccupied with all my cool buildings. Okay. Here we go. Let's cut all that up. And we're gonna be good to go once they get all that cleared. Tax collector is here. Sell the logs. Sell the fish. Sell some flax. Sell some fish. We're just gonna pay one. That's all I can pay. We'll lose a couple points, but it's better than getting bombarded. Supply ship is here. Take the cheapest one for the time being. Might need to start actually potentially thinking about something else as a profession. So much freaking raw stone and shapestone. I definitely need to throw all my... Need to buy as much gold as possible. We could, I mean, second, you could just pick a place that you don't care about, right? Rock salt over here. Tin ore. You just go over, you just carpet clean it. Strip it down. Well, now that we have warehouses, that's actually a very possible thing to do. So the warehouse has a capacity of 89, and it's tall. I don't really think it's that great. 89, because I can stack. I can get more out of stacking storage sheds. That kind of sucks. That kind of really sucks. Actually, not gonna lie. Not really that good. I could stack 4 storage sheds at 34. 68. Over 130. 136. Okay. That's... Yeah. What a chip. Oh boy. Okay, so obviously that was not what I thought. Let's go for the charcoal furnace. I think we can sell charcoal. So we can start selling fuel, even though it's going to pollute everything. You live and you learn. I thought it would be this amazing thing, and it wasn't. I mean, you do have the efficiency that's just one door they have to walk into. I mean, it helps, right? It does help. I mean, look how big this building is, right? Same principle. I could stack 6 of those guys. I think that's all I need to do is just maybe replace the Flea Hotel with storage. Actually, I have the that's what we should do here. I mean, the infrastructure is there. Just delete the houses, replace it with storage. Beautiful. I already know exactly what I'm going to do now. But I'm going to connect. I think what we're going to do is connect, have another row on top and connect it from here so they can walk right across. Cool. All right, so I already know that this is going to be a plank area. We are already established that, so I'm just going to get it up real quick. Already established that this is going to be a plank area to the back here. All the way around. And all the houses are going to sit in the sides. I'm actually going to keep this because this is a cool little staircase up. And we can use this as part of the design. Oh yeah, one thing I remember. You can't have these guys if you want to have staircases. I don't know why they don't let you do it. There we go. This can help us get to the second level. This can also help us get to the second level. Literally just... Wrong guy. Okay, right here. Yep, that will be the way up. Perfect. Now we can move these guys all down here. Get them back on the show. Look at this. We did it. So this is what it's going to look like. We're going to have row houses all the way around. Such. And all the way in the back. And then... Gonna get a little tight back here, but it's okay. Oh. What's that? I don't know why it's scaffolding like that. Okay. Interesting. So 2 of them. And this is going to take a while to get up, but it's going to be worth it. The housing quality is going to skyrocket. And that right there, that's 8. So it's going to take me a while before I need to go up to the second level. Wow, we're at 248. Okay, we definitely need to start using our policies again. So we're going to go for the building speed and the carry for now. We're also going to overtime all of our staff. pretty much everybody. Pirates. Okay, they might take something like machinery. Yeah, we'll take... I'm not going to sell... Oh, the clothing doesn't really... Okay, it does a little bit. There we go, that's good. Yeah, sawmill's going, stonecutters overtimed. And this is where we need to sell all the cut stone I have. And yeah, let's go for all 4. There we go. Yeah, all 4. Now we can pay our taxes. Maybe get a free technology point. This is looking good. Whisker ships here. We're only taking the best now. So, I refuse, and we're kind of full. Supplier ship. Ooh, this is a cool one. We're going to take the small package, though. Charcoal furnace is done. Okay, this is a new industry for us, too. Takes cut stone. Okay, I got rid of. Alright, and this is going to cause pollution. I'm going to place it over here. I know it seems kind of odd. I'm just trying to keep it away from all the people. I don't know what it's going to do. I know it's going to piss them off, though, no matter where I place it, so gotta be careful. Okay, so here's a problem with this. It does have a range. So, what we need to do, mine this out so I can place them inside. We'll have to move them underground. So, yeah. Have a mine the whole thing, and then we can move them underground. Perfect. It's so much planks. But yeah, once I get all the houses up here, then I'll get rid of this, and we're going to completely replace all of this. In fact, the two top parts here can have more. It's just the bottom part needs to be... And you know what? We're at a point now where I really should have the pathing. Right? It does give them walk speed. But we might go down at some point, but just for me. Plus 33. Perfect. Yeah, we only really need one path. So I'll replace all of this with storage. It would be beautiful. And the backside too. We'll double it. We'll have ourselves like a little gate coming out here. This part will be a staircase down into this area. That way they can walk off this way and walk off this way and be in every area they need to be in. There we go. Now we can start moving it inside the mountain. Tax ship has arrived. Okay. Gold, 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 gold. I'm going for the super prize. I can't get it. That's okay. We'll keep the good stuff. There we go. Look at second place. It's always good. And tech points. We're not researching anything. Let's try to research tier 1. Because we need copper. Oh, you need 4 at a time. Oh no, you need 11. Okay. So this is really weird. We have quite a bit, so I'll try to figure it out. Worst case scenario, I make a fool of myself. No biggie. A bunch of clothes, more copper, stone. Go with this, and then we get a second one. Let's go with the clothing. Whisker ship, apprentice, weak knees, no one of any importance. You know what's kind of crazy is I have not tried with the farms. I'm gonna do deliver now. I have not tried mushrooms. So mushrooms are supposed to grow under the dark areas. Oh, there we go. Nutrients. So yeah, we eventually could create a mushroom farm down there, which we should definitely do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna create a mushroom farm. Okay, put him over there. Oh boy. Oh boy. What did we do? What have I done? Oh, there's a lot to cut down in here. Oh boy, I've done it. I accidentally cut through the ground. Okay, we got a bit of cutting to do now. All right, so that's enough for 16 right there. I think we'll get enough. That'll give us enough for 32. The whole bottom, which is enough for everyone we have right now. We just need to keep the wood coming in. We need to keep the planks happy. Sawmill's going pretty strong right now. Oh, I see. Ropes give us a 20% bonus, so that's the advantage of ropes. And over here, research is going along. It stops completely when you run out of the copper. Now we're not going to hit it. You can see we need, yeah. So you do need combination of all of them. Cool. So, flax spinner, organized heating, ooh, smoker. So fish, 3 fish, 1 fuel equals 5 smoked fish. So this is what a friend of mine told me was getting to smoke fish. So that's what we're gonna do. And okay, yeah, we'll get the charcoal furnace going, and we'll get the smoker going, and that will give us food. Beautiful. We have a battle plan now. I'm thinking we're gonna get 1 more whisker. We do have a lot to build. I'm also going to destroy this. I need people building. I need to get these houses up and get those influence points. We're getting a lot done though. This is kind of crazy. And the fertility here is 78, 86. It's going down pretty slow. So that's pretty good. You can always switch it up too. And this guy's just chilling in there. I'm gonna deliver now. Alright, we got 1. And they like bedding and furniture. And they'll start moving in. This is the better place to be. Put a fire pit here. I kind of want to... It's kind of nice to have a fire area. Might have to redesign a little bit. Alright, overtime on both the fishing. Keep our food supplies. They're going crazy in here. Okay, so let's see. Can I move this in here? I think I can. Alright, very good. I'll let them get to work. Got our little mine going on. Okay, so we're just skipping ahead a few days, actually. I got up a couple fire things. We are in the middle of winter, so we got 1 on the backside, 1 over here. And we desperately need 1 more. So it's kind of important to leave a little bit of room for these little fire stalls. So I think the best thing that I could do is find a central location. Take my farmer, take the farm tool, and just say, not you. And then from there, I can place a fire thing right there, and that will keep them warm while they're working and help them out. I also increased the area over here to get another farm. So wood is going to be vitally important. We are making quite a bit of fuel, actually too much fuel to be precise. And with that fuel, what I'm doing is I just researched and got the smokery. So for 3 fish and 1 fuel, right? So let's just do some math, simple math, right? So 2 logs makes 3 fuel. So it's pretty good, right? And each one of those fuel is basically making 5 fish. That's not a bad return. We're basically increasing our food by using wood. Like, it's pretty simple. So the bottleneck here is just wood. We just need to grow more wood. We also need a ton of boards, or I should say planks. And I'm using cut stone and trading that out. We're mining inside here for copper. But we're making smoked fish. So we're going from fish, which gives just +5 stamina and no food quality, smoked fish, which gives 2 food quality, +5 stamina, and +10 to their work speed. So this is insane, and I bet you it's worth a pretty penny. So this is the direction we're going. I stopped the research because I did research the medical triage, and that's good. I had to stop because we're having a wood issue. As you can see, we're like completely out of wood. It's becoming a problem. I'm just trying to keep everyone warm and from dying. So yeah, those are some things I wish I would have thought about a little bit better. But we can look here and see where we have our heat sources. And you can see that the smoker over here has a good heat source. Now the one issue with these smokers and the charcoal furnace is we're producing pollution, and they don't like that. And the workers up here, they have no protection. They're likely to get sick. I got sidetracked. I'm not gonna lie. I did not prepare very well for the winter here. And so I'm hoping we can get this fire pit here up as fast as possible. We need to get up the medical triage. And then once this is all up, I can start destroying these stone shelters. I did put a storage shed right here. We had a spot for the smoked fish. Now, once we get enough smoked fish, we could tell the cafe to no longer stock the regular fish and only the smoked fish, but I'm okay with what they're doing here. And this thing can only stock 21 food, and we have 32, so we're gonna need another cafe, actually. Unless, let's see, if I put another worker in, does that increase? Nah, it doesn't do anything for us. Okay. So we're gonna need another cafe. We're growing pretty big. I actually plan on expanding a lot more because I don't see food as being the issue. I see farming, actually. Trees. We are not pulling in enough trees. So I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit because I feel like this is a bottleneck stage of the game. And once I get through all of this, we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of the good gameplay. Okay, and winter's coming to an end. We may not be able to pay our taxes this time. I've been so focused on a lot of other things. That's okay. Now that we're focused on the proper things, we should be in good shape. And getting up a medical facility was very wise, considering the fact that we unfortunately did have one mouse perish on day 27, or this day 27 to day 52 that they came. So they're not one of the original mice, but you know, they're gone now. They're over there in the corner. That's where I put all my problems. Let's get a supply ship. We're going with the cheapest. Well, if we're not going to pay our taxes, let's go for the big one. Let's go for the big one. I think we're not going to pay. We're in really good standings with them. And so you can afford this too. It's something to keep in mind, like strategically. Like, think about it. No storage destination. So, we are, yeah, we're getting lots of wood. We're getting an enormous amount. So on the cafe, I did actually discontinue fish. And we're only pulling in smoked fish from now on. And we're doing pretty good over here. As you can see, producing quite a bit. 5 at a time. We're going to need another cafe. We have 34 mice. And I'm trying to think. Since there's nowhere to put anything, we got some problems. So we also need more housing. We have 80 boards. So a couple things. I really need to get up a bulk storage area. And at the same flip of the coin, I also need to figure out what we're going to do for heat. I am researching currently to come over to the research lab, the organized heating methods, so we can have permanent locations. But I do feel like I'm missing out on an opportunity. So I need to think about this for a second. I think we need to get up an earthworks so we can start filling in certain points. But we should get up these nice houses. And yeah, let's come down to... Ooh, yeah, the logistic hub allows for the efficient movement of resources between warehouses using carts. So that's what they want with the warehouses, is the warehouses can be used. Okay, so that's why you have a warehouse. A warehouse is basically a destination point. Very cool. So earthworks. Let's get up in earthworks. I'm gonna get him back. Really, anywhere is fine. Okay, we'll get him up right here. You can always move it. I did do the school for a little bit behind the scenes and get another educated worker. I do only have one person in the research facility right now. I would like to get up another fishing dock, potentially, but it doesn't look like I need to. Realistically, I might just need another smoker. Ooh, look over here. We have... That's kind of crazy. How is that possible? Oh, no storage destination. Okay. Yeah, we're strip mining down here. Looks like we're getting some copper. So this is the problem. I need the tax collector to come. During the winter, we just had so many days without the tax collector that I've accumulated probably more than I need to. So I'm trying to think. We have a lot of wood. I do have the sawmill going at full capacity. Things are going pretty well. I'm going to have to think about this for a second. I'm a little concerned about how much money I owe in taxes. Oh god. We're gonna need to get more mice, and we're gonna need to start doing some better stuff. I do like my wall of storage though. I think this is probably one of the smarter things I've done. But we definitely need to... And I want to get a double decker of storage over here. There we go, 161. Nice. I'm a big fan of working people overtime. I don't know if you noticed that about me. Sawmill, overtime. Smokery, overtime. Fishing dock, not overtime. But the main guy up here, stonecutter, definitely overtime. Ooh, we need another apprentice for the stonecutter. And let's see who is coming. Tax collector, whisker ship tomorrow, perfect. And then another 2 days, get a smuggler, supply, and another whisker ship, perfect. Yeah, no destination, so this is an issue. We're gonna have to wait for the tax man to come to... And try to get up all these gents over here. We only have one person building right now. Overall, though, think everybody's doing great. And interestingly enough, the top row of this area right up here on these houses, right, I could literally turn that into the walkway, which is actually really cool. So you kind of have a built-in walkway right here, which means I can stair step it up and just skip one house in the middle. Nice. We have one mouse that is freezing, but it's spring. Spring and -5 degrees. Wow. Interesting. The weather is behaving in an odd way. Cold. But I'm thinking about building a bridge over here and getting a massive agriculture going. I'm going to have to think about that. Or we could just come over to this side and start planting more. But I did increase our trees by quite a bit. I'm seeing some spots that I could easily put storage though. Let's put one here. Let's put one here too. It's kind of cool when you have the above spot and then boom. I don't know if I can grow a tree under that or not. This would actually be a good test because if I can grow trees underneath all this stuff, then I can place storage above it. That'd be pretty tight. Yeah, vertical building for the win. But yeah, this is what it's gonna look like when we start putting stuff up top. It's gonna sit, yeah, it's gonna sit over like that. Interesting. It's gonna be weird. We'll get it to work, but that's a little weird. For some free beds, I have quite a bit. I would destroy these, but I actually don't have anywhere to put the resources. But we're researching the permanent fireplaces. It will save us a lot on wood cost. It will also allow us to place some better design and have it permanent. There we go. 0 degrees. We're back in business. Still really cold though, as you can see. Kind of insane how many trees I got going. I love it. Alright, the taxman has come, thank God. Okay, so yeah, he does not buy smoked fish, and that's honestly for the best. If I don't pay him anything, we get -5. That's a problem. You can see, just to get to -2 is going to cost an absolute fortune. Okay. Next year will be better for us, I think. Yeah, we're low on food, it says, but that's not true. I guess I'm going to have to re-allow fish. We're going to need to get ourselves another cafe. I really want to clean this area up. I feel like there's a lot that needs to be done here. So the Whisker ship, we're going to take a lot of people. An apprentice who's patient. Yes. Diligent and swift. Absolutely. Perfectionist and capitalist. Or compassionate. Sorry. Yes. Thoughtful and cannot smell. No negative from pollution. Perfect. Okay. That's 4 new whiskers. And that's awesome. Use the rest. So now we're going to set this priority to very high. And we're going to start filling in areas. Potentially, I think I want to get another fisher. I know at a minimum I need to start taking serious the fact that I don't have storage room. And we can do this the right way. Okay, so the right way to do this is to start thinking about the future. And the future is going to require quite a bit of finagling. So let's do this. Okay. I know for a fact I want to have something like this. Okay. Coming over. And I want them to be able to get down into this area. So we're going to need to get rid of some of this stuff over here. Alright, so we have ease of access to this from point. Perfection. And I'm thinking that we can just go above and then have these staircases like so. Okay, you see that? Just like that. Not enough resources. The problem? You destroy this tree. Need 2 logs. Okay. That would allow me to do this though. To have way over and allow everything to come in. That's pretty awesome. We need a lot of lumber right now. And the second thing I'm going to do is just load this out. We really need elevators. But we'll have to make do. I like this though. This will make it much easier for people to move around. Okay, the woodcutter camp is idle. I'm trying to figure out why. Wow, we did cut down most of the new trees. Yeah, and selling trees to pay our taxes really hurt a lot of things. And luckily, we have a lot of storage again. We have a lot of rock for mining, which is kind of annoying. Alright, end of day 58, plus 119. We're doing a lot better. Smoked fish is giving us 69. Proper clothing's giving us a lot. Culinary delight, rejoicing about unexpectedly high food quality. Very good. We're not eating as much fish. Poor quality, comfortable housing is giving us a lot. Alright. Alright, nobody's freezing anymore as well. It says low food, but that's not right. But we're going to do overtime on our fishers. Okay, got ourselves a trade. Wow, fuel at 13. We're going to do a little bit of that. We're producing a lot of clothing, so I'm going to start selling some. Cut stone. Go for number 2 with cut stone. Oh yeah, smoked fish 13. Wow. Yeah, I've been able to get the gold bars pretty much every time. Camp is idle. Ah, they can't get up to it. Okay, well that's cool. All right, so let's get rid of this camp. That gives us 7 workers. Let's click on our whiskers because it's so much easier. So earthwork 2, farmers all the way, mining camps all the way, cut stone max. Now we can just max everybody out. Fuel max, a cafe even if we want. No, fuel 1. We need 1 person building, and I think we're good there. Let's come down to the earthworks. We need to get ourselves probably another fisher. I want to expand how many people we have by a lot. So what's cool is we do have a lot of stones. So let's fill this area out here. And let's fill this area out right there. I was also thinking about doing something sideways here and then putting another fisher. Like what we could do is this, for instance. Then have another fisher going off the side here. And just to make stuff a little cooler, we could do that. And yeah, for the earthworks, I was going to fill in some stuff over here. Thinking I'm going to fill in this whole area right here. There we go. Yeah, make it a little bit nicer for us to build around. And let's see, where are we at? We just need a ton of boards. So for sure the sawmill overtime. These gents over here, we need access to more. So we can do that. We just need to get up here. Okay. We chop priority on all these trees. And I'll just let them get to work on that for now. And we're going to move them up here. Slowly but surely, making our way up to all the logs here. Alright, Whiskers ship. Another Whiskers ship. So who do we want? Oh, I don't have enough money. Monarch is content. Take them. I'm trying to get as many of these new guys as I can. Alright, and we'll let the earthworks get to work. Quite a bit to do. And down in here, you can see we're busy. We've just been mining like crazy. Basically just strip mining down there now. I don't know if anything will cave in. I've never done that before. Let's go with a modest shipment. In the day 59. 97. We're in good shape. We're going to need to get that second cafe at some point. We're going to need to get more storage. Over here, we're going to get ourselves another fisher. But yeah, the earthworks is pretty sweet. I think you can build areas like this. You see fertilizer, right? Once we can make fertilizer, I think we can take barren land and turn it into cropland. I think we can make our own farms. I've seen some pictures, and I have some ideas of how it could be done. This is looking good, but we have no wood right now, which is a huge problem. We're not making any fuel. We're not making any boards. We need to think. This is an issue. We can get down here, but they have to walk all the way around here. So this is why they're not coming over there. And we're getting some wood going. But I'm of the mind right now that we need to take this a little bit more serious than I am. We have this whole area out over here that I think would be excellent. Let's try this over here to a farmer. Okay, so this area sucks for trees. This area down here, however, very good for trees. I should do this proper. Alright. I'm going to cancel that. There we go. Okay. I'm actually gonna need to move one of the gents over here. Need to mine this out. Make this easier. I guess it actually doesn't matter too much. But we should probably clean up some areas around here. There we go. Okay, so they can walk around this way. But we need to get another farmer. I got 2 things of storage. I want to get some trees going here. Ah, yeah, that's where I want them to cut. There, so I can walk around. Perfect. And let's see, end the day. Plus 180. Pretty insane. I think food's actually not doing too hot. We're going to start overtiming pretty much everybody. Smoker. Sawmill. Come up here and overtime the woodcutter. Alright, tax ship has arrived. Once again, I can't pay my taxes. Oh boy. They might hurt us. They might hurt us. Yeah, they're pretty pissed. They're pretty pissed. We're falling behind. Our supply ships are starting to cost a little bit more. Selling all that wood actually was devastating in a lot of ways. The fishing dock is the logical course of action right now. So yeah, we're gonna get up another fishing dock right here. We need 21 logs. Okay. We need to figure out the log situation here shortly. We need to stop the charcoal furnace. We're gonna have to stop the smoker for now. And we need to just accumulate enough logs to get back on track. Earthworks is doing pretty decent. Looks like we're filling in all the areas. I think production sucks. Everything sucks. Kind of curious as to why we're having such issues. Yeah, there's a lot to be done too. Get storage right here for these guys so they don't have to walk all the way around. Probably should have held off on building some of this stuff. Alright, so we can trade smoked fish and cloaks and a little bit of machinery. Okay, yeah, that's a good trade for us. Eventually, I'm going to have a big harvest of the trees here. We need to check the fertility values because they are getting pretty bad. 74, 74, that's not too bad. I'd really like to get some fertilizers. Alright, so we got a whisker ship. Optimist, educated optimist. Okay. Optimist. Gifted teacher. Okay, I'll take the 3. But we're going hardcore, and we need to increase the priority of the farm. I think it's time to come over here too. And make a farming, just go crazy on trees over here. And then we can move in between warehouses. Okay, overtime on all the fishing. Supply ship. I'm always going to take the cheapest option. We're not going to be able to pay our taxes at this rate. Alright, we're going to move this down into here again. Alright, so we got 1 down there. Oh, okay, and they're going to start getting the copper. We need that copper to pay our taxes. Oh boy. I just realized I blocked off my ladder. Well, we don't need this ladder anymore. We can just go this way. Perfect. Overtime the sawmill. Yeah, what kind of sucks is we're going to have a pretty sizable, harvest here soon. We just need to get these things going. I probably should have taken the supply with the... I think we're actually going to get hurt here in a second. I have to give a full thing to the tax collector. Let's see, we got all the miners there. In the day. 197. Alright, everybody's going. Alright, let's focus on getting the copper. I don't really like selling the copper because I need it, but there's coal here. We got to get some money, is the problem. I was doing so well, which is the lame thing. I was doing so well. And I just did not expand fast enough. Alright, get the farmers going. So, yeah, we should have access to all this. I need to get someone in here to get rid of the flax. Alright, we're going to build 2 storages over here for the long term. I know it's going to cost me a bit of wood to do this, but it needs to be done. And we're going to get a wood cutter. I can't get a wood cutter anywhere around here. Right here. There's a lot of wood to be had in this area. I'm going to move him over here. Right here's good. And come over here and get all this. Got priority. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to get a bunch. Oh, he's way too far away. Okay, let's move him out over here. Here we go. Right over here. Get all this up. We just need to really increase our wood. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna pay this guy's money. Shush, we're just gonna get shot up. This is bad. Possible I could start doing berries or even growing cotton in certain areas. Yeah, cotton up here would be a gold mine. And I really should do these all as one spot, but I'm happy with just a few spots. Okay. Farm tool. Okay, we have a spot up this way. And we're going to get an additional farm right here. This is perfect. We're going to start doing cotton for some money. Let's get 2 woodcutters going. Still have 4 free individuals. Okay, we need to stop getting people. I need to get up another fisher. Yeah, we got organized heating. Look at this. We got organized heating now. So we got bonfires. Ooh, 3 cut stone in that. And a fire tender stockpiles fuel and delivers it to nearby heaters. So you just build one of these and he'll go around and upgrade these guys. So this is cool. It's only 3 cut stone. And yeah. Okay, so we're going to place 1 right here. That's cool. 1 right there. It's actually insane. And then 1 all the way down here. That's actually insane too. Then 1 over here somewhere. Yeah, that looks good right there. And then potentially 1 up here somewhere. I think right here is a good spot. Okay. So we'll get all those up. That'd be great. Oh, thank God a smuggler came. Alright, clothing. Cut stone. Oh, he's got 8. Alright, we're gonna get rid of all the cut stone because we have so much stone. Okay, 5. Oh my God, that was so close. I didn't think we were gonna be able to pay our taxes. Thank God for cut stone. Stonecutter's working overtime for a bit. Alright, the tax collector's here. Not only were we able to pay, I think we can potentially get the second prize. And we need it to get +2 relations. We'll buy us some time. Ba-boom. Thank God. Things are getting a little hairy though. This is saying we have no... Oh yeah, the bonfire. Oh, so the bonfires are going to take fuel. And auto pause when ambient temperature is already warm. That's cool. All right. Copper bars is what we're kind of going for right now, and iron, so we're going to take that. Tin and stone, cut stone planks. We're gain 2. Take the 2. Whisker ship is here. Apprentice, can't smell, and compassionate. That's a really good dude. I am trying to grow a lot faster than normal. And I think it's time to turn on the fishing and smoker again. But I really do think we need to continue to expand. Alright, so there's a farm here. Getting up another farm right there. We got a whole area down here that they're starting to work on. Let's come over here to what's going on back here. We have some kind of like doorway that's weird. Oh no, we can't get into the school now. That's okay. I blocked the school off. Right. Let's put the educated in here. Go to research. So I started to research this, but we needed a lot of copper. Flax spinner would allow us to create ropes. An ore furnace would allow us to make 5 copper bars from 1 copper ore. Covered bridge, slide, long stairs. Let's go for long stairs. Replace these stairs. Oh no. He got stuck. He got stuck when he built the bonfire. There we go. That was funny. I'm glad it told me. He would have died under the staircase. And we'll likely need to get pathing for these guys, but I just can't afford it right now. Alright, and I moved the miners, so this will never get etched out. They can't get up to this. Alright, I'm gonna do something really lazy and smart. Just gotta go over it like that. I'll take care of getting rid of that later. Day 64 plus 50. Don't mind if I do. Okay, and I'm wondering if Nah, it doesn't look like overtime's hurting him too bad. So we need to get our fishing docks all overtime. And I think we need to get an extra fishing dock like immediately. Here we go. Another fishing dock coming up. Okay, so multiple fishing docks. We got another tree operation over here. Now they're getting to work. Probably use another farm over here. And that's being built. So we'll set that to a high priority. Need 8 planks. Oh yeah, let's also make sure that our sawmill is overtime. Ooh, more whiskers, huh? Apprentice inquisitive. Always learns faster at schools. I mean, these are good, but let's grow into the population we have. We have 45. No mine shafts to work nearby. Okay. Alright, let's move these guys inside. Get the mine tool, and let's go to work. Now we do have the earthworks guy. I'm gonna pause. We're gonna go overtime. So what I'm thinking is we make a bridge like this out of just dirt, because we got a lot of stone. I need boards. Let's take the big one. I need those boards. Yeah, I'm liking this. This will be good. We'll get a bridge over here, and this isn't too far away from everybody. This is great. A part of me is actually thinking about destroying, like literally destroying everything once I do get the houses up here, and reorganizing things, because these guys are cool where they are, like the stone cutters, but I would, in this whole area, but I'd like to get a second sawmill, to be quite honest. I think we're going to need it. And a lot of this stuff is fine the way it is, but I want to reorganize things. I probably will actually make some constructions. So it's 2 planks for long stairs. And this is supposedly going to increase speed at which they climb. It takes up a lot of room, though. I guess it... Yeah, no, it does take up more space. I'll have to think about that. Alright, so let's go to research. We got our long stairs. They're slides, but they take copper. It's a quick way down, though. That's pretty cool. Covered bridge. Connects 2 stable positions without needing supports. Oh, I could have just done a bridge. You know, but like again, the stoneworks is actually cheaper for me right now. Sign billboard. Communicate. Enjoyed by passing whiskers. Enjoyed by the whiskers. Okay, don't care about that. It's costing us a lot of planks. Let's hold off on it on research for a second, and just build up our reserves. Again, I want to start kind of getting everybody to a good place. Let's overtime the fishing. All right, so now we have 3 docks, fully kitted with some pretty good workers. And I should eventually, I am going to start teaching people stuff, but yeah, we're getting this out. We're going to get another fishing dock at some point, going out this way. And we can put more. We can put fishing docks all along this side over here. This is a wonderful place, to be honest. And once we see 60s, like 69s over here, I need to start thinking about the future. Like over here, 57. We need to go to fallow on this. In the day, 106. Oh, we owe so much money. Yeah, 62. Let's go to fallow. 74. 62, fallow. 76, 66, fallow. 60, fallow. And it doesn't take long to get these percentages off. We need to go fallow pretty much everything. So we're hurting right now, I'd actually say. That's why it was really like essential that I got this area up over here. Get the farm going. We got these guys getting a bunch of stuff, but you can see they gotta walk quite a distance. I'm gonna move the earthworks over here. Okay, yeah, they're doing a good job. This will be much faster. I'm a little concerned. Taxman's coming tomorrow. We're not really... We need to like make some better investments in how we're gonna pay this gent, because this isn't gonna cut it. I can continue to fish like crazy, but it's not gonna do it. And these guys are so expensive. But you know, once we get everything going, right? I'm gonna bulldoze some of these houses, kind of force them to move in. Let's see. Yeah, we'll bulldoze all this, because this is all. Quite honestly, this is all planks. I could use these right now. There we go. Just gonna bulldoze that one sector. Get these trees. There we go. And yeah, this is an area they like to walk by up here. So this is actually kind of a better place. Put trees and stuff like that. But 2 for now. That gave me back some planks. So that's good. Overtime on this. Let's just start pulling in all the fish we can. We need to overtime on everything, like board production, stone production. We're still making a lot of cut stone, but and stone is quite... Cut stone seems to be the way to pay taxes because we get the gold bars, right? And we'll connect the bridge over here, and this will give us a lot of material. Plus 92. A lot of the money is definitely going to be coming from these logs, which I don't like. And we don't have enough houses up here for everybody. So the way it's going to work is I already got one side going, right? That. Like that. Now we're going to have to go up one tile, though. Okay, so fish are going to make up the bulk of this. Just keep enough. 23. All the copper. Or I don't like it doing that at all. Coal goes for 13. Logs. Okay. Now, can I... How many logs is it going to take me to get a bonus? I really would like to actually do this, and I hate doing it, but I really like to do this. I want to get the shipment points, and I want to get +1 with them, so that next year I cannot pay them as much. I think we're going to get a bunch of wood here in a second. 74%. Okay. And right now we're fallowing, and we can see that we're fallowing. That's good. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. New schematic carpenter, which gives me wooden visas. Okay, and furniture. But I need bronze. Okay. 4 cloaks and some planks. Nah. Oh, I can re-roll. I don't really need the carpenter right now. That's the thing. Fuel would be nice. Let's use our rolls. We got like a ton of them. Wind chimes for free. The slide for free. Ore furnace refines metal ores with low melting points into ingots. That is the ticket. Yes, sir. We'll get that one. Now I have the ore furnace. Now I can make copper bars. That means I can get to the next tier in technology. Alright, we're going to build this bad boy out. We're going to put him right over here. Supply ship is here. So what I really need right now, more than anything, is boards. I'm going to do it. Whew. Feeling good now. Overtime on the sawmill. Yeah, we just need to get all these houses up. This is also going to give us more influence points. Ooh, whoa. Okay, so we got the cotton going. So, one good haul of cotton. It's going to strip the fertility up here, but that's okay. Trees. Alright, let's expand. Not terrible land, right? Ooh, it's pretty bad. Okay, we'll leave it like that. And the bridge is making good progress. This is making good progress. Everybody's making good progress. We got 26 fuel. Ooh, fishes. But yeah, we are consuming quite a bit. So overtime on all these gents. Maybe you need I might need another fisher. I don't know why, but fish, just because you don't have to deal with fertility and it's just consistent. Even though the fish don't sell for much. I mean, they sell for 2 a pup. I kind of feel like fish, like once you get over the fact that you need massive amounts of storage, I think like fish are like one of the best ways to pull in something. 202. Yeah, we're killing it now. Now that everyone's in a house, they're not getting the negative and they're getting a higher positive. So, let's come over here. Salvage tree stumps generate 1 extra log per cutting action. Only costs 3. This is the one. This is the one right here. 2 more resources. Construction speed doubled. Don't need it. This is what we want. We want stump collection. That's a lot of wood being left on the table. And that's another reason why keeping them happy and getting those influence points is very powerful. So we're gonna get the stumps. That was the missing puzzle piece right there. That's gonna generate a lot more money for us. Okay. So we can trade cut stone. We should get as much as we possibly can. We could trade the smoked fish. Cloaks, not all of it. Planks, no. Fuel. I need my fuels. Alright, 3 bars. I want to be able to pay my taxes. But you can see the equilibrium here, right? It's trees. it's just trees, because trees makes fuel. Fuel makes smoked fish. It's all circular. Like, it all comes down to trees. Alright, these are for 90 more. I can get boards and trees. And those trees I can sell, those 13 trees I can sell at 5 a pop. I'm actually almost breaking even on the trees there. Let's take it. Let's take it. Alright, we have 18 copper bars. Let's take a peek. I need 77. Coppersmith. I can make scissors. Ooh, scissors. Black spinner, but this costs boards. Alright, we're gonna hold off on tech for a little bit. The whisker ship has arrived. And a thoughtful apprentice. Well, I have no money. Or I have no influence, but that's okay. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I was concerned for a bit, but we're doing great. Oof, we're gonna need more work for these gents. Okay, well, let's mine out this whole back area. As long as we don't, we're mining out, as long as we don't collapse. Well, I'm actually a little scared about collapsing everything. If I collapse everything above, oh my god, I'm gonna feel like a dummy. Yeah, we are actually consuming quite a bit of food. We're consuming 45 per day. We do need more fishing. Okay, so I'm gonna do earthworks here as well. Oh, look at that. We already got it. We already got it going on. I just need a little bit more right here. This is how you want to do it. Just bump it out like that, and that will get us another fisher. Oh, 209. Beautiful. If I can get that +1 per stump, though, I think that's when things are going to go our way. Oh yeah, look at that. We're already getting back up there at 79%. I'm going to let them get all the way to 100, though. And then we'll need to rotate out the other guys. Okay, overtime on every fisher. And let's get this out. Oh, we're making really good strides. Let's get this out, though. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. Now we need to come up this level. So what you need is a staircase. Such. This is easy. Let's do long stairs. Supposedly long stairs are cooler. They're hip. And this is the thing I always forget. When you do stairs, you can't have anything below it. Like that. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now let's do railings across the way. Looks cool. I'll eventually have a whole drawbridge up there. But that will allow us to get up really quickly. I guess we don't actually even technically need to be able to get up into this area. I feel like I'm missing out on some good stuff here. I guess, like, yeah, we could put the heater right here. Okay, this is the place right there. Boom. Put the heater down there instead. Yeah, I did some silly things. We don't need it. Yeah, heater there. Nothing here. Heater right there. There we go. Now we're cooking. Let's get... We need, we need another apprentice. Okay. Let's do the overtime on the earthworks. I want him to get to business here. Get another fishing dock up right here. Now we're cooking. Yeah, it was just building out all these things. It was so expensive. It just hurt us. Now that we have sufficient housing, though, for the majority of people. There's someone sleeping in there, so it won't let me do it. We're just basically going to replace all these guys with storage, I think. We'll keep the staircase the way it is, actually, because it was kind of a pain in the ass to get up, but this is perfect. Yeah, we'll have all the storage in here. Probably some more industry buildings over here. I could actually mine out this copper right here and then replace it. So, yeah, we should do that too. Get the copper, because then we can go to the second tier of tech. Alright, the taxman cometh. We have 3 gold bars. We have an absurd amount of fish. But this is why I like fish, because they're just really good. And I'm not too worried. And we have some logs. I'm gonna go for the double points. I want the shipments. I'm not too worried about logs either because we are actually doing fine. And with that log stump thing, we're gravy. Okay, whisker ship. Nosy apprentice. I need that for nosy. Oh, whatever. What we need are people who are not miners. Engineers. They snore, that's okay. This guy can't smell. I like the ones that can't smell. We can get the slide for free. We're taking the slide. And we're taking the machinery and iron bars. There's a lot of machinery. Alright, we gotta tell the whiskers to go away. And now we have the people we need for another fishing dock. I just want to substantially increase, you know. I may end up moving this bonfire. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to get pathways up now. Like this. There we go. Okay. So I'm hoping that they'll take the pathways. And this will make them faster. It's a little expensive. But you know, what you gotta do. You can, I mean, you can notice the speed increase too. And they do tend to follow the pathways perfect. Alright, that's gonna help out because look how slow that guy is going now. He's going super fast. Okay, and it looks like we have some room for improvement. Let's get 3 different new storages over here. Alright, I'm loving this. This is good. I'm feeling a little bit more confident. We do need actually another apprentice for the ore furnace too. And then once we get these guys up, nobody's out of a house yet. They are sleeping down here. And we have all this room for expansion now. This is great. Okay. Pirates want stuff. Okay. Machinery is good. I think I'm gonna give them just machinery. We have quite a bit of it. And it's not always a good call, but everything else I kind of need. We're not producing a whole lot of cloaks. Smugglers are here. Right, cut stone is... Oh, they only have 1 bar. Sucks. Well, that was the easiest thing to give them. Okay, 148. So, sawmill overtime. Supplier, eh? 105. Yeah, you almost, like, in some regards, you do almost make a little bit more. Let's just go with the simple one. I kind of need to do the math on that, probably. We're bringing in flax. That's the important thing. Overtime on the stone cutter. And overtime on the weaver. We got some more dudes. I am looking for another apprentice. Nice. This is a good one. Expensive, but a good one. Okay. There's our apprentice. The ore furnace. We need to get this dock up, and then we're going to have more food than we know what to do with. Smoker only has 1 guy in it. We should probably get that up, too. Oh, one of them doesn't have a house. That's not good. I'm going to need more houses. We're going to need more boards. We're also going to need... yeah. Another cafe. Okay, I'm going to do something smart. I'm going to destroy the school. And we're going to build a cafe on top. We did get the slides. And the slides are kind of cool. I don't know if we need this. I prefer to have an elevator. Yeah, we need more bathing docks as well. These guys are dirty. Okay, so this is where we want to be. Boom. 244. Perfect. Yeah, getting them all in the houses was really smart. Okay, so the cafe is going to be up top. That. Perfect. And this is easy, because now we have an entry path right here. And on the sides, we can put some decorations. Hanging gardens. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, getting the pathways up, though, very vital. I want to get stone at some point. And let's go the distance here. There we go. Get some more pathways. Make them a little bit faster. Yeah, they're running. Their time is running out. Nice. Ah, I love it. Overtime. We're gonna go crazy on the fish now. Pay our taxes with fish. That's beautiful. Alright, the furnace is going. We are getting copper. Let's go. Let's start getting to tier 1 research now. Oh, we have no one to build. That was silly of me. I'm just gonna go with it. Actually, we do have people to build. We got one of these guys that can go back to work. Yeah, we only really need one of them over here doing that. There we go. 2 people to build. Easy peasy. And when this is a missed opportunity right here too. I'm a very silly man. Right here. Now they... Oh, not enough resources, eh? I don't have 2 planks. Okay. Alright, pause. I'll get the road back up at some point, but yeah, this is a missed opportunity. Because they can walk around this way now. They're having to climb down. That staircase is mighty fast. Look how fast they go down that. That's really good. It's just longer. You just need to account for more space. But we could do it here. No problem. Nice. Yeah. So the Mouse Hotel is looking a lot more sophisticated up there. It doesn't look like a Motel 6 anymore. Well, I mean, it looks like a Motel 8 now. We're not quite immaculate. Okay. Yeah, we're doing great. I really do think that the well, let's take a pathfinding issues. What's going on? Oh, long paths. Okay, well, let's follow this guy. Oh, he's walking all the way over here. So why isn't he taking this route right here? Ah, because I'm silly. All right. This is where this stuff comes into play. Placement blocked, okay. This is cool. Need some planks and we're good to go. Okay. Let's just delete this for now. It's kind of silly, but it looks cool. There we go. Now they have a way up from the main work. This is cool. So when they get at, like, this is now not that far away. This is perfect. And they can go really quickly up those 2 staircases there. And we should probably, yeah, I'm going to have to redo some of the stuff because these staircases actually are incredibly valuable until we can get into some elevators. Okay, fish. So that's the great thing about fish is you can just sell almost all of it. Cotton, sell all the cotton. Yeah, the cotton did actually help us out. Sell the gold and it's just a little bit of trees. I think we're at a good spot for ourselves now. And we get a nice free, maybe we'll get a tech point. Coming to help us out. This is great. Supplier has arrived. Alright, what's he got? He's just getting more and more expensive. Alright, let's just take the simple one. Food, cloaks, planks, and cutstone. Well, free roll. I'm gonna take the dude. I'm just gonna take the rando. Alright, let's click on our gents, because we got 3 people who need jobs. This is the easiest way to find this stuff. Alright, let's double up the smoker. Let's double up the fuel. Not gonna double up the other gent. We'll just keep it that way. Patient perfectionist. Hired. Perfectionist. Hired. Apprentice loner greedy. Those are bad stats. Okay, we got 3 more. 3 more mouths to feed, but that's 3 more people doing jobs too. Okay. Yeah, the staircase here I think is a lifesaver. And let's cafe set to the higher priority. Definitely need to get another bathing dock. Right now I feel like another sawmill is incredibly warranted. Let's see, maybe I could incorporate the secondary sawmill right up here. Yeah. Look at that. I could build it off the back. Oh yeah, look at that. Comes in right there. Plus 132. Alright. I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of everything. Right here. Okay. Second sawmill coming in. Gonna be built in the gap. We got another spot for a fisher there. Yeah, this is the way to do it. And I also like it too because you have all the extra storage here. It's beautiful. And down here, we have a good selection of storage. 2 people, not enough food. No, we have enough food. But we have 2 people who don't have homes. So let's set some of this to high priority. Oh, nice. We got another cafe. There we go. I feel like they're trying to make me go broke. They're like trying to force me to buy stuff. We almost, this whole place over here is another colony. I'll most likely, honestly, I'll need to like put a cafe. I'll probably put a cafe in a bunch of houses over here. We can fill in this whole back area. and have just total wood, all wood over here. That's going to be so cool. Now I can use wood instead of filling it in with dirt. I can use wood, and we are actually running low on stone. So I think I'll have to think about this. And I'm wondering, no, we are making the copper, so we're doing our best to get to the tier 1 research. That's like our main priority right now. I need more whiskers. I need way more. Food is not an issue, but we do need to be smart at the same time. Like, we need to make sure that we're expanding our fisheries. Yeah, right now what's holding me back is just the lack of... Ooh, saw. Nice. Okay. Get another apprentice. So we have a sawmill there. And we have a sawmill right underneath it. Nice. Okay, 2 sawmills now. Now we're in business. It's kind of funny how this place is just getting more and more intricate. Okay, let's clean up the pathways a little bit. Make it faster for everybody involved. Beautiful. Okay, and I do want to clean this up. This could easily be multiple longs. Just like that. There we go. I probably need to just destroy this instead of having to go up the staircases, but yeah, these long stairs are very valuable. You can see they go much slower on the other stairs, to the point that I don't like them at all anymore, actually. You see how slow he went on that? That was crazy slow. Okay, let's do this proper. Get rid of everything here. Let's just make this one continuous stairs. Get the plank pathing correct. We'll do it like that instead. There we go. Okay, that's better. Much better. Yeah, this whole area here, I'm actually going to destroy everything and redo it with better stairs. These guys are okay for now with the stairs that they have. But holy cow, if I did do this stairs just a little bit differently. Yeah. But the problem is the stairs, it doesn't work because they need access to all the points. Actually, that's not true because they're getting up over here. No, they're getting over here from here. Okay, let's just leave it alone. It is the way it is. 269. Wow. 2 people have no helms, and are they working? Oh, they have nothing. All right, so we need more copper ore. I'm gonna put them away for now. And the furnace is doing a good job. Let's pull this back to 1 person for now. I need 2 people building. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that speed. That is amazing. I just love the efficiency of all this so much. And then they can come into the work area over here. And once we can make fertilizer, we can just build 1 giant stretch. And we're getting close to having this done too. This did actually cost quite a bit of stone. So let's take some things back here. Okay. Yeah, we'll just use wood for that. But this is good. And we can do more stuff over here. So we got enough room for another fisher. Well, how much would it cost actually? It's not. Oh, yeah, that's on top of that though. Well, that's interesting. Because if I do, I think I just found a cheat. I just basically eliminated the log cost because it wasn't factored in when I placed it. Oh boy, what have I done? Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, there we go. Whatever. It's good. Now we have a new Don over here. And I'm gonna let them fill that in, and then let's bust this down to 1 person, get 3 people building. Wow, 327. Everybody's working overtime today. Jeez Louise. Get the sawmill. Get the stone cutter. Yeah, having that second cafe, I think, really increased those 2. All right, and let's see, what are we at? 93%. So let's go back to planting trees on all the areas that we were doing fallow on. Beautiful. Let's come down here and see what's going on. 72%. I'm actually okay with 72. 61% here. This is going to be fallow. This is going to be fallow because it's really low. I don't know what this is, but let's continue to fallow it. Oh yeah, and we wanted to see this. So they spent 30, 27 today, getting 1 extra log, so 3. I mean, it all adds up, right? Strip mining. I don't like the strip mining one. I mean, that is kind of cool for stone. Fuel lasts longer in heater, but produces double pollution. That's actually a cool one. And Eureka, Stone Ice, speed boost from passing statues that are increased and last twice as long. Those are cool, but it causes negative impressions from the whiskers. Oh, the whiskers use their spare time to make trinkets. 6 per trinket. That's a cool one. That actually might help us, because you can sell those. And I like the idea that even in their spare time, I'm having them make money. Oh, right. 373. Okay, so I really, 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 really like the trinket one. So much. Let's come over here. Unlock that. Let's get rid of the +2 carry and enact the trinket. Because that's a lot of trinkets. It's going to cost a lot of... It's going to cost a lot of approval, but 6 per trinket, if, you know, if I have several hundred... And, you know, we're doing pretty well for ourselves right now. Okay, so, realistically... Oh, you can see where the copper is. Alright, pause the game real quick. I need to focus. So, we're mining over here, but what I need to do is move this gent here. And we need to mine out all this copper. All this coal. And then I'll fill it. I'll mine it out and I'll fill it. There's a lot of good stuff over here. Okay. So what do they want? I can trade cut. Oh, they got 8. Okay. Well, I'm trading all the cut stone because stone is easy to get. I'm trading all the smoked fish. We're not making enough cloaks anymore. I want to get at least 3. Trade the fuel. All right, let's get 3. Okay, and the woodcutter camp is idle. I'm going to move them up here. We're going to set a new chop priority. And then we can use a curved pathway. Perfect. The tax man is here. What does he want? Gold goes for a bit. So the trinkets, you can see, sell for 3 a pop. I don't know, maybe that's not worth it after all. But we're going to sell all the fish we can. There's got to be more than 5. There's got to be like... I'll have to look into that one. There's got to be a way to get more than 5 though. Cotton is saving our ass. I mean, realistically, we should be smart here and not get greedy. But you get a 50%. You get better stuff. You just get better stuff when you go the distance. Let's go for the big prize. Okay, yeah, we'll sell some coal. Let's get the big shipment. I just want to see what we can get. I want some nice stuff. Okay. So expensive for such little quantities. Let's take the big one. This is a good one. There's a lot of wood. Okay. I gained 2 people. Ooh, 33 fertilizer. Oh, 13 copper. Oh, wow. This is it right here. That's a good one. And then I get 1 more. I could take the fertilizer. I don't think that's that great. I think this is actually better for us. I mean, the fertilizer is just temporary. I mean, it's good, but it's not what I think we need. 66%. Okay. Yeah, fallow. 79. Okay, we're back in business. Yeah, 75. Whisker ship. We don't have enough for anybody. I'm going to put 1 into the furnace right now because we are mining these areas out. I'll come up here and have them mine this out too. Oh, wow, look at this. There's going to be a lot. 37. That's going to be a lot of trees. The thing is we need more copper. 386. Jeez Louise, man. We're doing a good job. Alright. Overtime on the farms. Overtime for all. The better I do, the more I can work them. That's the sad part. Alright. We definitely need 2 on the charcoal. And overtime. We need a lot of fuel right now. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Content, you're in. Swift, you're in. Educated and rude, no content, you're in. And refuse the rest. That gives me 4. And what I'm gonna do with that 4th gentleman Where the heck is all my guys? Okay, your guys are over here. I'm gonna move you guys over here. We have 4, you say, right? I think we need to get a little more serious in the mining. Definitely. Ooh, there's copper right there. Alright, copper needs to be mined immediately. We're going for the low-hanging fruit. Oh my god, look at that. There's a ton of copper. Yeah, you can actually kind of see everything is. That gold? No, that's just like seaweed. I was like, seaweed? Gold? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can see we're bringing in lots of wood now. I'm actually happy to have more wood than I think I need. Especially because winter is going to come soon. And with that said, we should most likely get the Fore Tender up. Now the Fore Tender, I'm going to place him over here. We'll move him later. Seems to be kind of like the place to go. Earthworks. Ooh, there's some more stuff down here. Oh no. There's gold in these hills. Okay, we're gonna have to continuously mine down because there's some copper. And the sooner we can get to the next stage of research, the better. So we get to the next stage, we get stone pathing. Get wheat cultivation. I'm actually kind of happy with where we are, but the main thing I really want are elevators. As you can see, 1 rope. Maybe they're not that fast though. There might be a high load time. And then stone row houses made from cut stone. Those are cool. Showers. Need water pipes though. Oh my god, there's so much. Bedding. We're actually not that cool. We're not that cool. Conveyor belts would be useful. Flat. Yeah, that would be cool. Medium warehouse would be really cool. We're gonna need a lot of flax. Oh, a soup kitchen. Berries, water, make berry soup. Mushroom stew. There's flour. Okay, so these stews are the way to go. Because you don't need fuel. Well, you do use fuel. It's kind of the same thing. There's the cannery. Yeah, wood is the basic. A sifting tower. Okay, so this is actually important. So 1 coal can make 5 fuel. Rock salt, potash. Oh, so potash makes fertilizer, but where do we get the potash from? Oh, and that's a tier 2 though. That's not even something I can get until much later. Jam, pastries, fish skewers. Mushrooms and fish make 5 fish skewers. This is where it's at. But that takes 1 fuel still. I don't know how I'm going to get to all of this stuff. It's going to take forever. Just unlocking this, though, is a huge step. Water pumping, for instance, is pretty cool. Yeah, this is processing non-metal ores. So the potash, all that stuff, I have to find that. Wheat cultivation, the mill, and the bakery. So 2 flour and 1 fuel makes 5 bread. I still think the fish are better. Like, think about it, right? Like, you get a bunch of fish, and it's pretty easy. I have to do a whole thing in cultivation, a whole thing in the mill. The soup kitchen, though, with mushrooms and flour, and the mushroom stew. That's pretty cool. I'm not really sold on this, to be honest. Realistically, the medium warehouse and yeah, the medium warehouse, this has a higher fuel consumption, so I don't like that from a logistics standpoint. The medium warehouse here and the stone pathing are, and potentially the stone housing, because those are one-time permanent costs. Those are like the best, right? Those are my favorites. Those are probably, and potentially conveyor belts. Moves resources along belts from input hopper to warehouse. We can use a warehouse to move all the wood. Yeah, so and then the conveyor belts. Because what we're going to do is take a conveyor. We're going to have a giant wood empire over here and conveyor belt it into warehouses over here. That's cool. And then they can use that wood over here in the sawmill industry. Perfect. Those are the things that I'm looking at as being, you know, viable. Because over here is another little island. Like this is rock salt. Yep. Okay. Did we get this guy going? All right, let's get 2 individuals in here. We've got a spare 2. In the day. 196, not bad. We do need a little bit of spare stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about the trinkets. I mean, it does add up. We should probably think about our next steps pretty wisely here. I think secondary bathing docks would be smart. All right, let's put a bathing dock right here. We're doing pretty decent up here too. Maybe get another apprentice at some point. We're at 33 fuel. And we're getting, you know, plus we're getting a lot of stump removal right now, so that's a lot of wood that's about to come in from that. I'm feeling pretty good about all this, to be honest. Making me feel good. Okay, we should probably remove rocks. They're only at 3% though. 2%. Yeah, I should probably remove rocks though. That's kind of an easy one. 1%, 37 logs. This is actually pretty intense when you think about it. There's a lot of good stuff. Ooh, the fire tender. Well, we don't need the fire tender right now until the winter. We're going to need a lot of fuel. This is going to be one of the better winters for us ever. Oh, wow, we're already out of approval. What did we do with it? 168 on trinkets. Okay, I got to stop that. I'd much rather have the stump collection. That's actually really intense. Whiskers can carry 2 more resources, plus 1 per heavy pickup. I like that one, just for transportation of goods. All right, and it's whisker time. Let's get some more houses up. Row housing. Boom, boom, boom. That's a bunch of planks right there. I'm getting really close to being able to destroy the Motel 6. Yikes. Yeah, we're cutting some stuff up over here. We got ourselves a little drawbridge. This is looking good, though. We actually might need another cafe as well, because these only store 42 worth. There we go, 266. I'm going to hold on to a lot of it. I think we're going to be removing a lot of stumps. Nice. We did get a second bathing dock up. Only 5 can be in there at a time. We probably need like a bunch of them. All right, the smugglers are here. I'm starting to not want to sell all my stone, but at the same time, do 3. All right, the tax man's here. 1, 2, 3. We can actually afford to piss him off. Not selling him my copper ores anymore. I would like the potential to get some free stuff. Oh, look at the trinkets. That's not that bad. I mean, that did pay a hefty amount. And logs. And then the rest in fish. That's actually pretty good. There we go. Let's send a full shipment. Wow, 700. Now it's... Oh my gosh. They're not giving me machines anymore. Getting actually kind of dicey. They're... Oh, we don't have the... This guy sucks. I want the machines, if anything. Sucks so bad. Alright, let's keep rolling until we get something good. Carpenter unlock? Yeah, let's do the carpenter unlock. Okay, we got a carpenter now. Wooden VZs. That actually might be a cool one if it gets us up there. And apprentice with strong shoulders. Let's take them. And refuse the rest. And let's go to our whisker menu. Let's just check it out. Earthworks is at 1 person. Planks. That was the one that needed the apprentice to get the extra production. We got 2 people building. I'm actually happy with this. Let's keep it right there. At some point we actually may be able to turn off the sawmill here too. We're doing a good job. Okay. I think like when I look at things like us, I think this would actually be a good place for a warehouse if we are going to have them the movers, because we might need to be able to build a guy to move wood from over here. So let's just put up one of those, even though they're not really space efficient. There's a lot of space over there, so it's not like we're hurting. Alright, so we just maxed out on approval. Alright, so let's get rid of the carry. I do like the trinkets, but let's look at some of the other stuff that's really, really expensive. The weasels. Mining speed double. 20% chance to lose the mine resource. It's actually really cool. I'm not going to enact all of these, but I'm going to unlock everything. And for our second policy, let's do 10% per bonus output. I don't actually really like that. Let's do this. Because this is research labs occasionally produce an extra science point for free, which means they're consuming. That means we'll consume less copper as we're going. So that's cool. Okay, we got 2. So we're at 56 whiskers now. Winter's coming. Pirates are here. We have a lot of machinery. Let's just give them stuff. I want to give them all my machinery. More stuff. Okay. 213. Ugh. 392. Yeah, this is where I'm getting like a little right? This is where I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna owe so much money. We're not gonna be able to probably pay any of our bills. After winter, it's gonna be like 2 grand. Alright, so hopefully they start building these guys out a little bit faster. And they're coming up here to build, but this is a problem here. It's too slow and it's silly. We need to be able to get up here into this sector, but I think that there's a smarter way to do this. Like this. There we go. They can get up from that side, but yeah, I want them to go fast when they're going to work. I want them to get in and out. That looks better. Nice. So we just did it. We just used it. So that's the one to use. The research. That's going to reduce our consumption by a lot. And I think we need to get a little bit more serious about the mining. That's where a strip mining might actually come into play. I don't know if we have enough room for everybody. This is down here. That's 32. Hey, that's 40. Yeah, we're going to need to fill in this whole thing if I want to get rid of the crap houses. All right, research tier 1. We did it. We busted the research. So stone paths are expensive. 21 copper ingots. All of these are really, really expensive, to be honest. Conveyor belts are 55. Medium warehouse is 55. This is going to take... I'm not going to lie. This is going to take ages to unlock all this. Stone pathing. I'm really happy with what we've accomplished here, though. This is really good. 24 were spent today on stump collection. So that's really cool. I mean, all that's just extra wood. 18 spent today. Oh, wow. That's like probably one of the better ones for the research. That's really good. I think stone pathing's going to be pretty awesome, too. All right, day 80. 176. Yeah, we're going to definitely move into stone pathing. The faster they move, the better, right? It's the logic. Okay, so for this top part here, we're going to need it to wrap around. And look at that. This is actually kind of cool, because you can see they can go straight to work now. Yeah, it's just going to wrap around like that. Nice. So that it all lined up with the pack part here. This is cool. I'm doing overtime on all the fishies. And this seems to be doing okay. Like, we're making a good amount of copper bars. Really excited about getting stone pathing. After we get stone pathing, though, we're going to need stone stairs. Elevators needs rope. And for rope, we need to get a flax spinner. That can be done. Yeah. We should try to get some elevators. I think elevators are probably really good for the mines, too. Okay, I think we're good to fill this area in now. Except for there. There's definitely some more stuff. Like coal. Yeah, there's coal all throughout here. Look at that. Oh, dude, I'm a silly man. Hold on a second. There's so much copper in here. Yeah. We're not gonna fill this up. We're gonna go all the way down here. Okay. So that nonsense is over with. We're just gonna mine this whole freaking area out. We'll probably put planks up above. There's just a lot of copper down there. We're actually going through our stone supplies pretty quick. I'm not gonna be able to sell cut stone anymore. I probably shouldn't have sold as much as I did. Pretty valuable. The one thing that I like to sell are the things that I can just completely replenish. These guys are at 71 and 97. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let them continue to repair. 57? Oh, we gotta foul. Yeah, we gotta foul that soon. Ooh. Bland food. They did not like that. We need to get the smoker going a little bit better. Might need to get a second smoker. Alright, we're gonna get some more houses up. I want to get rid of all these stones. And this is actually scaring me a lot. How expensive this is becoming. Like, I cannot keep up with that. That's just so much. And if you refuse it, you lose a rating. Okay. I'm just going to honestly get rid of this. And so the cotton up here is kind of doing all right, but you can see the fertility is just crap now. So you get a couple harvests of the cotton, and then it's just useless. It's literally just dried up. But these guys are like kind of working together to take care of all the trees. So I think this is good. And they're doing, it's just like there's just enough of them over there. I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, I think it's time to do another little fast forward, because we're pretty much in the same cycle now. So I'm gonna fast forward from this point to close to day 90-ish, 92, and we'll see how much more we can get done. I'll probably fast forward to the point like right after I get stone pathing, because we're gonna delete a bunch of stuff and start doing stone. Oh, well, there it is. But the question is, it's only one cut stone, right? The question is, where do I place it? So if I do stone pathing here, it's planks 1. That's kind of cool. This is kind of like you want to put it in high traffic areas, right? so much for the fast forward. Sorry about that. Yeah. A high traffic area, like down here. Look at that. High traffic area, like right over here. Oh wow. It's yeah, it's one board and all that. Okay. Yeah, so getting places like that is really wise. Dang, we maxed out. Nice. Getting stone paths there. Very good. I don't know what it does sometimes. It's like it hates me. Okay. I got it right this time. There we go. Alright. We're going to need quite a bit of stone. They're doing a good job. You know, they're doing the best they can. I think we need more of them at this stage, right? And we might get some good resources. So let's get 2 more mining camps in here. That'll take care of 4 of the workers we have. The other gents are up here building. We need to get these houses up. I need to get everybody out of this area, and we can destroy all of this, and then I can get the stones down a little bit better. Nice, and we completed this quest. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna do the skip forward part. Now it's just a matter of getting materials, and I'll show you the result. But like you can tell here, this is off. Like the cotton is awful, awful. I'm literally just gonna stop. Like we just scorched earth this. So bad for it was so bad for everybody involved. We'll just leave it here for now. Let's do overtime on all the fishing docks though. Just get as much food as possible. Fuel, we have 68. Oh, it's winter now, so get 2 people in the fire tender and make them work overtime just to get everything lit. Actually, okay, we're not going to skip forward because I want to show you this because this is kind of cool, right? We got the fire tenders. We got one under there. No fuel. Get these guys going. I want to see what these guys look like when they're lit up. And they're doing a pretty crap job right now. They're doing a pretty crap job. So we're going to need quite a bit of fuel. Let's overtime the charcoal furnace to making fuel. I guess it's an auto detector because it's not cold yet, right? So that needs to be -5. Let's just do that. And I do have quite a bit overtime potential. So stonecutter for sure. I want to overtime. And let's make the stone. Yeah, the stonecutter is running at optimal speeds right now. 2 stone for 3 cut. And one, yeah, right now it's 0, so they're okay because they have clothing, and yeah, most of them are doing decent. And then let's come over here. Let's get doing the mining camp at the high priority. And so let's look at our area. Area is pretty good, right? Let's continue to just carpet clean mine everything that we can see. There's a lot of good resources down here, though. That's what's kind of cool. If you get enough of them, you really could just, you know, tear it like this over here. You could just tear it down. We have really good relations, too, with the cats right now. So maybe I should have, when the supply guys came, I should have taken the biggest one and we should just Yeah, they're coming. We're just going to take the largest one we can. We're not going to pay a single tax. Because we're maxed out. We'll go down to 0, but we might as well. Because I'm not going to be able to pay even up to tier 1 to get -2. Is going to cost half our resources. So we might as well just have them hate us completely and just take as much as possible. I'm being silly, but sometimes that's actually a really viable strategy, which is kind of funny. All right, the bonfires are on. The Gondor, the beacons of Gondor have been lit. Yeah, we should get one over here too. I just realized. Right there's a good spot. We'll get a big fancy gateway down. Let's set high priority on this. We'll keep them warm. We do have our medical facility on, so if anyone gets sick. All right, but we're in good shape. But there are the beacons. I think we're doing a good job. I would say though that this needs to go, and we need to get a bonfire right here. This will keep everyone safe. It's a little redundant, but it's okay. This is good. This will keep everybody from freezing to death. I think we have plenty of fuel. They're going through quite a bit, but yeah, the charcoal furnace. That's cool though. That's a good reason to stockpile that in the good times though. I was trying to think, cause like, man, it's like that's a lot. And we only have one extra worker right now. All right. I'm gonna take one out of here and put it in here just so I don't have to see that stupid thing in the background. But that should bring in more stone. We should be able to get these pathways up. And so now over here, I want to research stone stairs. I want to upgrade everybody to stone stairs. But getting everyone's pathway speeding is definitely going to help us. And overtime on pretty much everything that exists. Or furnace, charcoal furnace, fishing dock. I don't care what it is. I want them working. Yeah, we're getting a kind of big negative from the bland food. Okay. There you can see what happened here. Okay. Set that to a high priority. What's cool is you only have to build these guys once. And so we're not losing... Instead of using the wood to build them, we're converting that into fuel, right? Because it's like 3 logs per. So that's 3 fuels. So that's like half. But they have a bigger area. And they're keeping us safe. It's the important thing. And we need to get the one over here up. I don't want anyone to die. It's possible that they will. Okay, so like I said, we're not going to pay our taxes. So we're just going to take on the largest debt you've ever seen anyone take on. And we're going to laugh about it. And let's see them blow everything up. Okay, now I'm actually going to fast forward. Okay, a lot has been accomplished. We're on day 90 now. I got the stairs, I got everything. Look how fast they go on this now. This is beautiful. Still working on this. I destroyed the motel. I leveled all of our stone this way. I did a little bit of what I could. Now, keep in mind, these guys are high-angled stairs. I can't really do much with this. This kind of sucks. I need to figure something else out this way. So the supply ships are coming. The tax man's coming tomorrow. So I've just been continuing to... We owe so much. 2,300. I'm just not going to pay him this time. So I've just been taking the max amount and really doing an awful job of just going to a lot of debt. I'm filling all this up. We got all the copper out. I put a bunch of storage sheds here. So this is the next new project right here. So what I need to do is start just mass stacking. And on top of this, when it gets to this level, I'm going to place the industries. So we're going to get this up. And I haven't decided whether or not I want to use the speed stones for these areas. I probably should. I mean, you can see just in general, look how fast they go. I don't know if it necessarily makes sense just from a money perspective. Or not money really, but a resource perspective, because I'm going to need so much to hyper-focus this one area. I do, at a minimum, want to use these awesome staircases. So, I mean, these things are just ridiculously good. So I'm thinking we use a stair from right here, right? This is perfect. And, let's see, if I want to use these, it's going to be 1 cut stone. It's actually not too expensive. So if I do it like that, that's pretty good, right? It's these guys on the other side. This is where it becomes kind of a problem. And so if I do it like this, but then I block the stairs there, We don't actually need the stairs here. Okay, so I can get rid of that. I could... There's two ways I can do it. I can wrap them around, or I can do it like this. Wrapping it around actually makes more sense from like a certain perspective, but it's just a lot of cut stone to do that, right? Hurts my soul. Realistically, though, I should do this once and do it right. Now, we only need to wrap it around once, in my opinion. We don't need to do double wrapping. It's too expensive. So we'll wrap it around once like that. But in order to get to an additional layer, right, because we're just going to continuously go up, we need to do a little thinking. Now, over here, I am currently researching flax spinners to get ropes, because we're going to start working on conveyor belts now. And so I'm going to put a flax spinner at the very top of this. So I really want it. This is my megalith storage. These guys are cheaps. I did the math, and this is kind of realistically not a bad way to go about doing this. So stone pathing again. So the big kicker here, it really is cheap. We should do it proper because we want them moving as fast as possible, right? This is cool. And these large stairs are cool. And we're maxed out. I need to make the stone cutter work overtime. Right, stone cutter overtime. We have more boards than I know what to do with. 2 board people was potentially too much. I have 4 people building. We got these guys going. Might as well go the distance. We have 1 person who doesn't have a house. So there's this. This is great. And I did the stone here just to make sure people were fast. On the bottom row, I'm just going to keep it wood. I think only the main pathways and things that are heavily traveled really make a whole lot of sense here. Alright, the tax collector's here. So I'll get negative... Oh, crap. He hates me. I thought he liked me. I was wrong. Okay. I don't even think I can come close. Alright, that's a lot of coal and I don't want to give it to him. That's a lot of copper ore and I don't want to give it to him. He's gonna bomb us. He's gonna blow some stuff up. Like a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's see how close I can get with the fish. I don't know. I don't think it matters what I do. He's gonna be mad. I forgot I pissed him off. No, I'm taking my stuff back. He's gonna shoot us, man. Oh, I'm not gonna give him anything. I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction. Alright, same thing. We're gonna wrap it around. Alright, we just need a little bit more cut stone. Yeah, we're doing a good job. I'm filling in this area. So over here we can do some... I'm gonna do more storage, I think. And this is just gonna be one giant area. And the housing is looking great. We got a lot of the stone pathways. I'd love to be able to do something with this, but I really can't. Ironically, this is probably one of the better areas now because of everything. This is probably one of the nicest areas we have. But we're running real low on storage. And I'm trying to figure out if I just want to use a spiral staircase here. Spiral staircases are honestly really good. Yeah, I know. He's gonna get pissed. Oh, good God. Good God, 26 buildings. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, that did not go the way I thought it was gonna go. And let this be a lesson. Pay your taxes. Well, we have 12 people who don't have jobs. A lot of it was housing and storage. That's okay. That's in the day. We still gotta get approval, even though some people have to sleep outside. If we want to get any new whiskers, I'm gonna refuse all for now. We survived, but that did give us a rebellion fever, and that's not good. And this is what's killing me, is that it's really they want to give us really expensive stuff now. We'll take it. And we're slowly filling in these holes. Okay. That hurt my soul. We got 9 the stone. Cool. And we have no logs. Wow, we went through all of our logs so quick. We're gonna turn off the sawmill. I'm gonna get those people out there helping out. We just cleaned through all of our wood repairings. Honestly, what's killing me right now are these. They're 5 a pop. We're gonna, or I think they're 2 a pop. But let's get some basic stuff going here. I just want to get this done because I hate leaving a build mid. I hate leaving mid build. So I'm thinking over here. We want to be able to get through this the outside. Yeah, this is tough. We can't put it there. Oh, you know what we can do? We can use this. Wraps around right here. This is beautiful. We just go this way. There you go. Perfection. I'll have to go up a staircase, but that's okay. One little staircase is fine. That's a good way to do it. And that gives us a whole nother row. Oh yeah, all rebuilding everything it just devoured us. Probably should have gone with the wood. Conveyor belts will be pretty cool. We don't really need them, but why not, right? He's coming in 2 days now. We better have his stuff. All right. Okay, I'm working everybody overtime that I can. Gotta set high priority on rebuilding the Fisher. 15 gents. We will rebound from this, but that hurt. And he's offering trade, so we can sell him. We should probably start producing more smoked fish. Rope sell for 13. I mean, he'll sell us a good amount. And planks sell for a little bit. We're gonna do 1 bar. We need to... This is the problem when you get focused on big projects, right? You spend way too many resources. And this is my problem. I always just kind of go ham. And then I end up paying a price. Apprentice, weak, unsafe worker. Don't like it. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, but we pulled out of the board maker. We should be pretty good over here. We're at 88% fertility, so we can go back to making trees here. We are at 67, so let's fallow this. What do we got going on here? We're fallowing this. It's at 82%. Let's go back to trees. And let's take a peek. 70%. 58. We fallowed. 55. Let's fallow. 58. 54. Okay. We gotta check over here too. 69%, 58%. Okay, fallow. This is where things are gonna start getting a little tricky for us. We need to be smart. Yeah, there's some good areas around here for berries, that's for sure. Oh, we're in a bind. We are in a bind. I've probably spent too many resources. But we're getting there. And this is doing great. The road to nowhere actually does go somewhere, so this is good. Eventually this will all connect. Oh, none of the sawmills are on. Okay, let's take a peek at jobs. All right, farms should be maxed. Mining should be maxed. Earthworks good. Cut stone is good. No plank production. All fish production. This is all good. Cafe. I mean, we could try it. More people in it, but I don't think it's going to help. No, none of this is. So I have a ton of free workers right now. That's not good. Right. We are day 96. Maxing out our approval. Probably put on the building perk. Will help us build things 50% faster. They're all doing okay, though. I mean, for the most part, we did rebuild. We're doing all right. It's just a lot of wood to rebuild. So let that be a lesson. Pay your taxes. Oh, here he comes. Do I have enough? 2 gold. All the cotton. Pretty much every fish I've ever made in my life. All the trinkets. I might actually switch over to trinket making in their free time. I should have done that before the tax man came. Alright, we're gonna go down to 30. I'm gonna just do this. Okay, no cannonballs. Very good. overtime on everybody. All right, anybody good? Apprentice and a heavy eater? No, sir. Use them all. Okay, clothing, cut stone, planks, food. Let's roll. I'm gonna take the fuel. Honestly, just stockpile the fuel. Okay. Oh, nice. 13 wood. This is the one I want. The cheapest one. And it'll give us some wood. Got 8 people building. I think we're back on track. Okay. And we're going to need more. Okay, we're going down. We've almost got this area done. We got lots of good places over here. We got our little fuel spot and bonfire there. And we need a lot more wood. But unfortunately, like, we're kind of resting some areas. I think we need to potentially start looking at this guy over here too. Getting this up for wood, because there's a lot of good wood potential right there. But I'm going to hold off on building anything because we're a little resource strapped. I'm actually kind of happy with what we have right here. So in order to get to this level, I need to go up 2 times. That's 2 levels of awesome stuff. So 1 more level of storage, and then the level above that will be ropes and stuff like that. Alright, let's start the new day. Oh, yay, pirates. Alright, well, we have 88 machinery, so that's a no-brainer right there. 26 nice blocks. Okay, all this is stone down there. There's nothing that's not stone on major pathways, except for this. This would be too expensive to deal with, though. I don't think we need it. Doing good. Okay, cool. We got some wood coming in now. Yeah, that is one negative about... I mean, this small storehouse, it takes planks. So, in that respect, it is slightly... It just takes up so much space. How much space it takes up. I think we can place them on top of one another, though, so that... it's not very space efficient, but it would take less resources. And then also, I would have to use less of these guys. So, I mean, it has its place. That's for sure. It does actually have its place. Maybe I'll do them on this side. That might be the ticket. And then I only have to do 1 row on top for speed. Yeah, that could work. Okay. Yeah, now that I'm realizing the cost of all this, right? Like, this does have a cost in the way that I want to do things. And I do actually have quite a bit of room. I change my mind. I'm going to take all my logs back. All of it. Oh, cool. Yeah, you can just delete in rows. Okay. We're taking back that. We're getting the sawmill going at full speed again. And yeah, we're just going to build out warehouses. I'm actually just going to build them right... no, we can build them back. Kind of like them a little bit back. Same thing. And then we'll just have a gap right there. I don't know why we don't have you over here. Alright, cool. We'll get that stoned out. Okay, they gotta go all the way in the back over there. Okay. Here we are at day 98. Yeah, this will cost us less resources. And it will get us where we want to be a little bit faster. Unfortunately, this guy has to go bye-bye. Now the question is, can I do this? No. Yeah, won't let me do it. I was hoping I can go over top the doorway there. That will work. We do it like that. It almost worked. I'm 1 tile off. This is a bathing dock. Alright, we got conveyor belts. Upstairs, downslope. I mean, these are cool because I could transport wood using hoppers and stuff over here, so I can transport from here to here. It's kind of silly to do it, but it's also kind of cool. Alright, so here we go. We got a top. And it makes sense from my perspective to go around on this side. There you go. Okay, that was not hard. There you go. They go up 1 stairs. There we go. We got it. Got it down. That will work. We just need a ton of boards. Okay, and there's wooden boards right there. Beautiful. We're back in business. We are back in business. Get that sawmill purring. And let's get every fishing dock in the world going so we can pay our taxes tomorrow. We're gonna have to give him our shirt. They're going to want all my copper ore. They're going to want everything that I have. I can't afford not to pay them. But this is cool. I want to get this up. I want to get this up. I don't need it, but I want it. Now we need to figure out how to pay our taxes. Because, they're jerks. Alright. I need to go to the town hall. It's coming. I think we need to switch to trinkets. So, keep the stubs. Forget the research because we're not researching right now. Go to Whiskers. No, go to Claws. Whiskers use their spare time to make trinkets. 6 per trinket, but those things, I mean, not going to be a huge sum, but it will add up in the long run. Might be, but helps us pay our bills. Stoked that everybody has a house. I think I can actually place decorations in these spots right here. If I wanted to. Kind of cool. Alright, smugglers. Yay, smugglers. Smoked fish. Let's try to get 1 gold. Fuel. We don't need... Yeah, we don't need too much fuel, actually. 1 is good. That 1 gold will help us pay our taxes. Okay. So give him the gold. Give him the trinkets. Trinkets helped. Give him every single piece of fish we have. Give him the coal. Give him the copper. Give him the wood. That hurt my soul, but gonna keep us from getting shot. Yeah, we're a little low on food. It's okay. We'll get it. We're already back up there. Okay, yeah, take the wood. Planks, cut stone, food, cloaks. Let's take the cloaks. I think we're running low on clothing. We have 2 builders. I'm not taking any new people on. We're too big. We're going crazy. I mean, we are getting some good resources. We'll probably get some stone pathways around these parts. There we go. We got the small warehouse, 89. I guess small, like I said, now that I'm looking at the wood, I was like, yeah, space cost-wise, the other guys are better, but these guys are much cheaper. And then you don't need multiple rows, too. So it's a trade-off. It makes sense to use these guys in situations like this, right, where you have natural pathways and natural ways up. I think that makes sense. But for big storage, parking sheds like this is the way to go. And the island's doing great. I think we're making a lot of trinkets, too. That's a beautiful thing. Alright, day 100. We made it. Plus 283. Beautiful. So much consumption. Day 101. Oh man, this has been cool. The conveyor belt thing, I would like to do something with it. At least show you guys how it works. Let's pause real quick. Drop off location that feeds into configure to have allowable resource. Industries can assign their outputs to be delivered here. Okay, so we want this here. Okay, so that's an input hopper. And we don't care what it is, right? It's just a test. Pause real quick. Okay, we need more logs. So the idea is they can just throw something in here and it will move into a warehouse. Okay, so we all get the concept here, right? This is actually kind of silly. We all get the concept here. Let's just see if it works. Let's just see if I can get it to work. It's really cool though that you can do this. Is it? Oh, yes. So, my question is, where does it plug in? It's relatively cheap. I mean, yeah, they could just put the wood on it, and if it goes into the thing, pretty cool. I don't know if it's gonna work, but sign drop-off only. Only accept resources from industries if they have assigned this as their drop-off point. So you take a farm, you go to the logistics tab, and you select this as its drop-off point. Okay, we're cooking with gas now. You have to sign it. That's kind of cool. But you can also turn that off. And just anybody will do it. I'm going to just leave it on for now. Cool. Dig in everything that we've done. And we got most of the storages up. Got a big old storage thing here. Got more room for storage on top. And we can actually... Oh, that's cool. This actually worked out way better. Yeah, it wraps around. That. Cool. And we're using a lot. I think we're making a lot of trinkets. He's coming tomorrow and we don't have enough money. Oh boy. Story of my life. We're running low on wood. I need to stop buying cool stuff. We don't have any planks. We do actually have planks. Overtime are fishy. Yeah, the Swift guys are where it's at. Okay, they're bringing the resources we need to finish this. I think the hardest part really is just keeping up with the taxes. You shouldn't expand so quickly. I expanded far too quickly. And that's my problem. I'm always the grand builder. I'm always trying to build something cool. And unfortunately, this game kind of punishes you for that. You need to be very methodical, very slow. But it's pretty cool. One project at a time. Okay, we're going to cancel this for the time being. But yeah, everyone has routes to their work that is actually pretty optimal. So I'm feeling comfortable with this. We're going to have to give him our shirt tomorrow. That's the problem. I want to get this thing built. I want to see this conveyor belt work. And for the logistics, we're going to set this as our destination as well. End of day 102. Nice. Of course, we don't have enough money for the tax, man. Every day, we just have too many people. We're not making enough lucrative things. Okay, 78. We can go back to trees here. Go back to trees on a lot of these. Actually, that guy was at 65, 71. That's okay. Fallow down here. All right, smugglers are here. Thank God. Okay. I'm gonna have to sell them cut stone. I'm gonna have to sell them chunk of planks. Okay, 2. That should help us. That should give us just enough to pay our bills. Smugglers are your friends. Smoked fish might be the way to go, but like again, it all comes down to logs. I just spent too many. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to give them all the ores. Okay, so we had made 100. Look at all the trinkets. That really actually did help. That was like 300. Give them all the fish. Well, I'm not gonna give him all the gold. I'm gonna give him that. That's perfect. Let's actually keep our copper. Fish. An extra gold. Okay, that's a good trade. Okay, supply ship. Take the cheapest one. Oh, nice. Let's take the research. I don't want it, but it's just one less thing I have to do. Well, that's great. We survived. Oh, look at that. The wood is being put here, but it didn't go in. I'm wondering if I need to eat this. Pause real quick. I just want to check out that building. Yeah, see, they're all 2. They're all 2 housing quality. I'm wondering if it goes in the back like this. There was a backside here, but high priority. That is cool to see. They are putting the wood in there. It is rolling, but there's no end piece. There's an input. The input hopper. So yeah, rolling belt, which moves resources from input hoppers to receiving destination, and they're supposed to go into warehouse. So I'm wondering if I could do it this way. Get that going. I mean, this is doing pretty decent. They're doing an okay job with everything. This is looking good. Yeah, the trinkets. I think the trinkets are saving us right now too. Okay, so let's see if we can get this to work right. Let me get another fishing dock right here. Looks like we got room for. Yeah, we can actually fit 2 off of this. That's cool. We just need logs. A lot of logs. Cool though. Yeah, a little bit more, and I can fit 2 sideways like that. That would be the play. Right now, we're just waiting on our next free haul, and I think we probably should go down into 1 sawmill. Get those guys help building. Honestly, right now, I just want to see if this works. These guys are going crazy in here, and all of our wood is kind of locked up here. So let's see when they finish this if putting it in the back. Oh no, they went to bed. Alright, in the morning though, we'll be able to see. Yeah, we're burning through a lot of the approval because they're making trinkets, but like I said, it's just a good way to pay taxes. Right, honestly, I'm not recruiting anybody. I'm not really doing any more overtime. We have 103 food. We have like no, we have some fuel. The smoker, I don't know what he's doing. I think we're eating every single fish that's produced. Okay, so let's try this now at the backside. I didn't think it had to go into the hole up there. It was one thing I was thinking. I could always... Oof. It's got like this black hole in the back. Right, so it's not... So this is kind of confusing, right? Do I just like let it fall onto the floor? I think this is correct. So... Okay. I just lost all that wood. That's fine. Does this work? Does this work? Am I smart? Am I a smart man? I am a smart man. It worked. Look at it go. It's going up. Okay. So yeah, that big black hole thing in the there. It worked. So yeah, you can have a drop-off point here and then have a movement in a warehouse. But what I'm going to say is it's not going to work the way that I thought it was going to work. So what you want is a drop-off warehouse and then a logistics hub, which allows for the efficient movement of resources between warehouses using carts. And then you're going to move it from this warehouse into a bunch of other warehouses. That's the advantage of the small warehouses. Yes, you're losing space efficiency, but you're gaining logistical efficiencies. Perfect. Well, I'm glad I was able to figure that out. But that is going to conclude the 100 days. Thank you guys. Oop, before I go, one last supply. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Special shout out to my patrons, my members. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. And if you like this kind of content, I would encourage you to sub, because all I make on this channel is long-form movies.